Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Vampire the Masquerade. Rise of the Free States, Chapter 2, Episode 6. This is going to start sounding like an original Japanese language anime title at some point, but you know what? We're just going to have to roll with it. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hello, Gordon.
I'm doing all right. What we need to do is eventually have like one of those long light novel style titles, where we eventually just shorten it to like one word.
I mean, there's a reason that Rise is the super big one right there.
So we need to make it, what, Emergence?
Vampire Emergence.
Oh man, just double down on the darkness.
Darkness.
Imprisoning me.
Nice.
I'm glad we went to the same place there.
Okay, so, quick recap. Last time on Rise of the Free States. Jabril, in order to safeguard your home... Naughty Crumbum, how you doing, buddy? In order to safeguard your home, you enlisted the help of some homeless people, and then had Mark Zant buy them a Sears to give them supply drops. Carlo Martino, you tried going into the Giovanni mansion, putzed around for about an hour and accomplished nothing. After leaving, you managed to hire Jabril Jones to break in for you at his earliest convenience. I don't think a plan has ever been fully detailed to that extent.
No.
Mark Zantz, after having broken into the home of El Serpiente, one of the driving forces who's been setting up the games of nines that have significantly contributed to the overpopulation, vampire attacks, and overfeeding in the domain, you decided to set up another game of nines for the following night to attract one of the major gang leaders in Los Angeles, known only as the Rake.
The Rake?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you got in touch with your werewolf friends and have maybe begun boiling a plot to have that entire game ransacked by werewolves.
I just have to make a phone call by the end of the night whether I want it to happen or not.
Well, you're going to have to make that soon because the night's festivities have officially at this point ended. Louis Fortier and Jeremy McNeil brought together the kindred of Los Angeles to discuss their own political philosophies and how they want their domain to go. After being completely deadlocked between Louis and McNeil, between ordered safety and unchecked anarchy, the kindred of Los Angeles have, in a landslide victory, rallied behind a Malkavian who thinks he's Dracula.
And it looks like Bela Lugosi.
Even though Bela Lugosi at this point's like 70.
Well, he's a vampire now.
He brings up an excellent point. He is a vampire now.
And so that is where we rejoin our narrative. In the center of Disneyland, dark save for the light of the moon, as the young, impressionable vampires of Los Angeles crowd around Bella, and those who have seen about enough of this crap begin filing out back through the hole in the fence. The floor is yours, my friends. Where do we go from here?
I think my foot was planted firmly between this
Fake Fiero.
Fiero's fourth and fifth rib.
Executioner 2783, how's it going? We're glad you could make it. Welcome. Yeah, you did, I think, like, brutally cripple a fake Murphy Fiero imposter.
Wait, here's a fake imposter? That was actually Murphy? Fucking
Classic Murphy.
As I look down and I see Pepe Warhol.
I forgot about that part.
How could you?
It's been so long.
X, get it, Bob. See if we can at least have him make a cameo before we finish this chapter.
I will try. It's not like he's got anything better to do staying at home.
I'm gonna finish up shaken hands with Bela Lugosi or Dracula.
Yes, you did arrange, maybe not officially arrange a meeting, but you have opened communication so that he can find a better accommodations for himself beyond the Transylvanian castle that currently exists erected on the Universal Studios lot.
Yeah, I was given an open invitation to his home, essentially, to help him resolve his housing issue.
If Yusuf recalls correctly, you shot half of the fake Murphy's face off. So yeah, this guy is officially a pile of meat and vitae, roughly in the shape of a human.
Yeah,
He'll walk it off.
I'm pretty sure you left him at crippled is what happened.
Yeah, so he'll survive.
By the way, Yusuf, I forgot your music. I'm sorry.
And that's like half the reason Yusuf comes here.
Just go ahead and play the deadly.
The other half is also music.
I thought the other half was the dank memes.
Nah, that's Daestra.
Well, see, Daestra makes them. Yusuf comes to enjoy them.
I'm gonna go ahead and meet back up with my coterie. Can I tell them, well, that was a rather disappointing turn of events?
A bit.
Okay, that went better than thought.
Oh yes, we only elected Dracula Lord of the Night.
He's the one true leader of us, isn't he?
Carlo Martino doesn't know.
I have to tell you, that's not the real Dracula.
But he's Dracula.
I am 90% sure that man is Bela Lugosi and his mind has been fractured.
I've seen the movies.
That's fucking Bela Lugosi.
Like, you know, the children of the night. What music they make. It's that one. Not that I'm sure whether or not Dracula's real or not. Probably suddenly asking myself that question.
Oh. Dracula? You need to get in touch
Santa's not
with
real.
Junior.
Like, is Dracula real? As Dracula amongst the Anarchs tightens his mustache and runs away? So then, shall tomorrow proceed as planned with my... As I kind of leaning in, making sure nobody's listening to our conversation.
Yep.
Tomorrow goes as planned then.
We got a lot to do. You know, on the one hand, I kind of want McNeil's vision to come true. But on the other hand, a lot of innocent people would suffer. Okay, I say innocent.
I was gonna say, has Ayn Rand been published yet? Can I make a reference to Randian politics?
Was Ayn Rand around in the 50s?
I'm pretty sure this is around the time she started writing. And started her sex cults with young men.
Had a play produced in Broadway's on the 30s.
Yeah, I was trying to remember when like the Fountainhead that was published. I guess I'll just stick with the Darwinian.
Fountainhead, hang on. She achieved fame with her novel The Fountainhead in 1943.
Okay, there we go. I was a decade wrong.
Mazzy didn't even have to look it up. How's it going, Mazzy?
Yeah. Ayn Rand wasn't one of my favorite authors.
Why not?
Gee, I wonder why.
Let's just say her and I don't see eye to eye philosophically.
Oh well, how do you like J.J. Abrams' directing style?
The less said about that, the better. Stupid mystery boxes. Anyways, yes, as much as I would like his Darwinian version of a vampire utopia to take place, I don't think it's going to quite work that way. So as you said, Jabril, too many of us are willing to be leeches. Unable to lift ourselves out of the muck, so to say. And until we can achieve such a time, I suppose some form of at least loose governance needs to happen.
The sooner the better.
I suppose you and I see eye to eye on this. I also don't like seeing kindred waste eternity on petty things like shooting each other for fun. I suppose we
Darryl
should regroup tomorrow night for the game of nines that's to take place.
And we'll bring our best toys.
Oh, is Carlo Martino going to participate tomorrow?
With the Tommy.
Yeah,
We're gonna look like
probably. Yeah.
assholes. We're just straight up smurfing at this point, showing up with fucking Tommy guns and elephant guns.
And Barakash. Yeah.
And Fire Cash.
Didn't you promise that Murphy Fiero would be there, and now I kind of executed him and brought in everyone's fucking view?
Oh no, I was planning on taking that Murphy Fiero with me. I did make a promise that a Murphy Fiero would show up.
Alright.
We
It didn't have to
can
be that Murphy.
we can't have Bernie's the fake one.
Carlo Martino versus Vlad Tepish.
You know, always bet the long shot, man.
Always bet on black. Always bet on the dark horse. Yeah, I'm gonna drag that fake Carlo Martino to my vehicle if buyer cash for him.
The fake Carlo Martino. You're not a real vampire.
I will be dragging the fake Murphy Fiero.
I'm just an Italian who's pretending to be a vampire.
Carlo Martino was actually never a vampire.
No.
Alright, so you're gonna drag his fucking mashed up plasma into your trunk with the rest of the ashes?
He's not dead, though.
He's not dead yet, so I'll go ahead and stake him and kind of drag him to the trunk of my car.
Alright, so you grab a piece of like broken fence and you find a place that looks roughly like a heart, and it's all just kind of gooey, and you kind of need like a bag to bring everything, but after a while you get the lion's share of it into the trunk.
Today was that guy's worst day.
So far.
Yeah, tomorrow still is going to happen, so he's not quite out of it yet. Yeah, I'm driving home. I got some presents to work on this man for tomorrow.
Oh, well, I guess I'll walk home.
No, I'm willing to drive everybody home, or more accurately, I'm willing to have my driver drive everybody home.
My car that you gave me, like 2 miles down the block here.
Walking back through LA with a Tommy gun.
Yep. That's what Carlo do.
I mean, at least somebody has to assume that there's like a movie being filmed or something.
No one would just walk through town with a Tommy gun.
No, it's that stupid.
It's 1950s Los Angeles. Somewhere Quentin Tarantino's getting a boner over it.
No, man, can we live the Tarantino verse?
Not as expensive as the Adam Sandler verse.
Okay, so you're all returning to your respective havens then, correct?
Yes.
Duh.
How are you spending the rest of tonight?
I'm going to have some of my my plan is to hopefully find a lady of the night on the way back to my house, so I can give some of her blood to this fake Fiero, so that way he's not completely beat to shit when tomorrow happens.
Okay, shouldn't be terribly difficult.
Hey, party cup.
Party cup.
Party cup.
Solo cup?
So look,
Carlo, what are you doing tonight?
I am probably just going home and trying to find a way to, I guess, think logically which room would my records would be in. So I can tell Jabril next time I see him.
You're trying to remember the Dewey Decimal System?
Yeah.
Why don't you give me an intelligence academics roll?
I would, but I need to find this thing. Oh, that's Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Roxanne!
Unfortunately, Adam only brought his gargoyle character.
I have all my sheets here that I used somewhere.
Just
There
play
you
your
are.
Inquisitor, Adam.
Inquisitor. I think you have it though, Joshua.
Eventually, it's just going to be a giant monster mash of whatever fucking character sheet we have on hand at the time.
This
I
is
found
D&D.
my Scion.
No, it's my D&D character sheet.
Jesus Christ, Adam.
All right, quick, everybody convert your V20 characters to D20.
And what was the SAS chance though?
Intelligence academics. It is indeed Party Cup.
You got one success though.
One success.
So all of our exploits are fresh in your mind. That is not the case for me. Because when did we do fucking the first one?
It's been a couple years ago.
Back in the day.
You know those big giant shelves that Mauricio has in his office? The ledgers are probably there.
Cool.
Unless it's super old, in which case those records are kept in the crypts down below, but more than likely it's in Mauricio's office, you think?
Somewhere in a Folgers coffee can. Where they keep all of Carlo Martino's documents.
I don't think we ever actually burned down. I don't think we burned down Mark's house. I think he suggested burning down his house.
Oh yeah.
We've had enough arson for now.
I was like, we're in too deep, guys. We're gonna have to keep burning things until we burn all of our problems away.
Jabril, you how are you spending the rest of your night?
I am probably going to discuss with my mentor the Sears acquisition and how to best allocate those resources.
Now, was
And
that
the
in?
homeless.
Was that an entirely free gift on Mark Zance's behalf? Because I don't know if that's something he would do.
Well, it wasn't free, remember?
What was the cost you negotiated?
He wanted me to. You just wanted me to help Carlo, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Interesting.
because I wanted to look over Carlo's documents when he got them, just to see if I could find out any more Giovanni. Ideally, you wouldn't just steal Carlo's documents; you'd steal some more Giovanni documents, and I could look over their financial
Yeah.
records. Hopefully, commit them to memory or work something fun with that kind of information.
And then basically make Carlo the head of the Martino. Or the Giovanni.
The Martino family.
The head of the Martinos.
My plan is to eventually make Carlo Martino the head of the LA Giovannis. It'll be the biggest miracle I pull off, but when I do, oh boy.
That's
All
your
of necromancy in LA is going to be in my hand.
Tom. What does Byrick do with the rest of his night?
Probably reads another book out of the library for the umpteenth time. Nothing interesting.
Okay. One question then, Josh. How much blood do you want to take out of this lady of the night?
9 points.
No, I'm not going to go.
Shit.
What is the safe amount? 3 or 4 dots?
2 is safe.
2 is
3,
safe, okay.
you're pushing it a little bit. After anything over that, they're going to need at least medical attention.
Yeah, so my plan is to basically pick up a lady of the night on my way to my mansion, work Dominate 2 to get her to fall asleep, and then draw 3 points of blood out of her and give it to the fake Martino. Give it to the fake Fiero.
Okay.
This is what Italian Josh, you're being racist.
Just because we're all a bunch of spaghetti slurpers.
By the way, I love the aesthetic that my microphone is giving me right here, where I'm just like cloaked in shadows the whole way, and then I ruin it by lifting up my pink fluffy ass frou-frou unicorn bang.
You got to pull the Morticia Addams from the Addams Family movies. You got to have it so that only your eyes have light on them.
Still spooky. Okay, Josh, let's resolve this. No, we're not. I'm not going to ask you to roll a manipulation subterfuge. That's like fucking 14 dice for you. I really like the cherry vanilla one. I can't find it anywhere. But this is good. I enjoy this one quite a bit.
I don't drink energy drinks often, but when I do, my favorite was the Rockstar Lemonade.
I don't think I've ever drank Rockstar.
Yeah. We've heard of Rockstar forever.
I've had Rockstar, Red Bull, and Monster, each like twice ever, if that.
I have
can't-
The straight bucket.
I have fond memories of going to various music festivals and downing free Rockstars and Monster energy drinks just to keep my mosh energy up.
Energy drinks have never done anything for me.
But you can just drink them for the flavor.
I'm willing to hand wave your night's activities in lieu of a roll because we both know you can do it.
Okay.
All right. With that being said, as the sun rises,
So
you
sweet.
fall into the grip of death again. You awaken the next night. Everybody remove a blood point.
Oh no, I'm starting to run low.
Could be worse. You could be Orpheus.
I was joking. I have a lot.
That's right. You could be Orpheus.
Just bursting at the seams with blood. You got blood. Your fucking fingernails are about to pop out because your hands are so full of blood.
Well, Tom did not know how bad that flaw was.
No,
It was worth how many points?
not enough.
I think
Not
it's like a
enough
2-point flaw. The open wound.
Yeah. If you have a herd, that kind of counterbalances it a little, but otherwise you're losing a lot of blood night by night.
Yeah, it's like if you're just like, fuck it, I'll eat whatever's there, then yeah, it's not so bad.
I think the intention is that you spend more time hunting, which Orpheus rarely does.
He's too busy doing
Stuff.
pentech science.
Science takes precedence.
He's too busy putting bombs into people's chests and pulling out their fingernails for academic reasons.
Xantz, you awaken
What you
first.
do-
Where did you keep Not Murphy last night?
Probably in the closet in my bedroom, and told the staff not to clean my room during the day while I was asleep.
All right. Then, what's your humanity?
My humanity is 6.
6. Okay. As you awaken to the sounds of frantic beating against the closet door. The handle jiggles every once in a while, and there's muffled cries on the other side.
I'm gonna kind of slowly open the door.
Give me a strength roll, please. Just straight strength.
Straight strength. I am completely average at that.
It needs my tablet.
Oh boy, but I got 2 8s, 2 successes.
Woo! Woo-woo.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Executioner. That's foul. Ooh.
Ugh!
You just
Wait,
passed your past your will saving it.
I can see how that would have kept you up, but that could not have tasted pleasant.
Okay, so, as you open the door, the false Murphy is going to basically throw his weight against the door against you and barrel his way out. You rolled an equal number of successes, so you're kind of deadlocked at the moment. What would you like to do?
Ooh, I'm gonna just go ahead and use a dread gaze on him. I'm gonna plant him in place with my paralyzing power.
Alright, give me the roll.
And it is charisma intimidation equal to the victim's wits plus courage.
Wits plus courage, let's say that's a 5.
Thankfully, charisma stuff is my specialty. 4 successes.
Alright, 4 successes. Alright, so you trigger your presence. You call forth the beast into your visage. Your mouth pulls back. You bare your fangs. It curls into this unnatural, demonic grimace. And wide-eyed, the fake Murphy is just frozen in place. His lip quivering a mile a minute.
Get back in the closet, you absolute fucking fake.
He'll take a step back. Otherwise, completely paralyzed.
I'm gonna get a little calmer. I'm gonna be like, don't think for a second that any of this right here is going to fool me. I spent more time than I'd like to admit with the actual Mr. Fiero to be fooled by any sort of imposter. However, thankfully for you, tonight's gonna be your chance to actually be Murphy Fiero.
All right, look, man, I just do this so people don't fuck with me. I mean, half of it's the prestige, you know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. If you want to pretend to be somebody else, you're going to have to be able to back it up. And you're going to back it up today, or tonight, by going to that game of nines and doing exactly what Murphy Fiero would do and driving a stolen car right into that crowd.
Would he really do that?
Hell yeah.
Wow, Murphy's badass. Okay, how do you steal a car?
At this point, rather than just convincing him with words, I want to switch over to activating entrancement to make him more susceptible to my suggestions.
Give me the roll.
Spend a blood point and roll appearance plus empathy. Thankfully, I'm slightly better at that. Six successes. So
Six
he is
successes.
He is currently entranced for 1 year.
You have keyed directly into this person's psyche, and like a programmer with a keyboard, are able to reprogram him from the ground up.
Say Fiero acts with a preternatural ability for chaos. That's exactly what you're going to do. You don't need to know how to hotwire a car. You just need to go up to some mortal, punch him in the face, take his keys, and drive that car right through the audience. At that game of nines. Enough
Sort
of
of.
this. Yeah.
Sort of nod slowly. We now have a disposable Murphy.
Murphy is no longer a person, but an idea.
Yeah.
It is a title.
He's like a Batman, or probably more like the Joker, considering there's more than one of those. And I'm basically going to walk through, I'm going to recount Murphy Fiero's acts. And I'm going to basically try to program him to be as much like Murphy Fiero as possible. At least for
Hang on, our connection
have a
hiccuped for a
montage?
second.
what's up?
Our connection
You're gonna have a
hiccuped for a
montage?
second, but we're good.
Oh yeah, I'm recounting Murphy Fiero's actions while making it clear that he would never, ever hurt any of his allies, including myself, Byrick Ash, Jabril, and Carlo Martino.
I was gonna ask how much of an unreliable narrator you were being, but I guess that pretty much sums it up.
He
Yeah.
would never hurt his closest friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to teach them all the mannerisms, everything from fucking shooting heroin into gerbils and sucking it out of their asses to
Spaghetti.
What was
spaghetti.
Do
Do you think you're better than me?
the
Hold on,
security lady that he child?
Oh yeah, that he sired.
Betting it.
Yeah, Betty.
Betty. What if she shows up? That'd be funny.
What happened to Betty?
After the events of Rise of the Free States Chapter 1, she sort of went off on her own path, free of Murphy, trying to find her place in the world.
Oh.
We might see Betty again.
Tonight would be a funny time for her to come back. Yeah, I'm programming this man to be Fiero minus the, while trying to input like a failsafe to not harm his coterie members. And I'm also lying to him and telling him about that time that he totally went with Byrick Ash and took on a bunch of werewolves.
Okay, I mean, with 6 successes, you can tell me he's the fucking Tooth Fairy if you want.
But yeah,
Tell him he's Charles II of Spain.
in addition to giving him Fiero's actual antics, I'm also programming into him the fake ones that I attributed to him, including the whole taking on the werewolf business.
Nice.
Are you gonna even call out Martino's antics too? Of the
Squeeze some Carlo things in there.
yeah.
It was actually you that sucked that guy off.
Put the blame on the new guy.
And just for fun, I'm also going to throw in the whole that he was also legendary Toreador Pepe Warhol.
Shh, no one knows that though.
The naked spaghetti guy?
Yes, he was also the naked spaghetti guy.
He just sort of nods. You have
Now
made
you're-
you have systematically made this person more Murphy than he was previously.
And then I'm going to give him the time and the place of the Game of Nines. Unless we haven't gotten that yet.
You were supposed to get a call earlier this evening, which probably will come in from El Serpiente.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, I know I agreed on it with my coterie members, but last night I also would have called Joseph Runs with the North Star to set up the whole werewolf ambush.
Okay, so I need you to set that up with me.
Yes.
So we'll backtrack a little bit. You call him on the phone. He sounds tired. He sounds groggy, like you. Not quite as much of a night person. What is it, Zance?
I don't have the time and the place yet, but I have set up a large convention of vampires with which you and your peoples could quickly and efficiently get rid of many of them.
Okay. So what's the plan?
Well, the plan is I'm going to have a time and a place tomorrow, and it should be relatively close to natural lands considering the predilection of these games. And so once I have a time and a place, I can contact Griffith Park and you and your kinfolk can do what they do best against my kind.
So you're just going to have us run in an attack. How are you going to extricate yourselves? If
Well,
you remember correctly, I can't promise you anything.
I know you can't promise me anything, but perhaps you could give some warning about our appearances, and as well as once I contact you with the time and the place, I'll tell you the route with which my coterie and I will likely be leaving.
You're asking for a lot from me, Zance. You forget that most of the Sept doesn't like the fact that I talk with vampires. Quite a few of them don't even know about it, and I'd like to keep it that way until I can show something profitable coming from the venture. Second of all, I can tell them about your appearances till they're blue in the face, but you get a werewolf raging under just the right moon, and descriptions don't matter a whole hell of a lot, as do personal history, family relations, or anything else that would typically keep a normal creature from killing one another. Third of all, the best I can hopefully do is try and organize the ambush away from that route. I can't guarantee there's not going to be some spillover. We are talking about natural-born predators here, but
And I
I'll
fully
try.
understand all of that. I know that my group and I can only do our best attempts to make sure that we get away unscathed.
I mean, we could let them know when we're done. Like, just shoot up a flare in the air. It's like, not our problem anymore. Bye.
Yeah, I'm not asking for direct safety. I know there's going to be an element of danger involved in this. I'm just asking that we set up a route and that my coterie and I will be escaping from the opposite end from which the ambush that we're going to set up is coming from.
alright, well, we'll see how it works.
And that's probably how that conversation's going to go until I get the time and the place.
Okay.
After that, I'm just waiting for the call from El Serpiente.
The call does come in. He will inform you that he set up the meeting. It's in a different area, but still sort of out towards the Mexican desert, just on this side of the California border. Probably much further east of the I-10 this time. I think the first one was east of the 110, so we'll call this one much further west. Even for brazen vampires such as these, having it in the same spot over and over again would be a bad idea.
Okay, is there anything I can try to recall about the area?
You know what? Let's have a little bit of fun. I'm going to put the narrative power in your hands for this. What sort of area would you like?
Ooh, I'm not super familiar with the California region, but I'm assuming if we're
My
going
dude. Neither am I.
I know.
I'm on episode 6 of chapter 2. You can do it. Si se puede, mijo.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a kind of a Badlands area, even though I'm not sure if California has Badlands.
They have Death Valley.
What's up?
They have Death Valley.
Yeah, so I'm going with some Death Valley style Badlands is the terrain.
Wake the fuck up, Adam.
Adam, really?
Somebody call him.
Shit.
Go on, X.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Like, I'll leave.
We were just trying to wake you up, Adam.
Cool.
You know what? I am impressed though. Your phone still didn't go off during the stream. You did better than me.
Yeah. But then silent. I'm like, what's vibrating?
Oh.
Is it doesn't work? Is it deaf work? No, it's something I was like, yeah. So what was this? What just happened?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Badlands. Lots of broken terrain, rocky. Probably plenty of places to hide, but not a lot of places to drive a car through.
However, if you have a helicopter,
It seems possible.
Okay, so I'm thinking a lot of like broken rocky terrain, rock formations, stuff like that.
Yes.
Thick patches of like saguaro and cactuses and stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
hide in the cactus.
Carla, what are you doing with your early evening, shall we say?
Did Mark ever give me my barrel back for the gun there?
I didn't have it.
Who guys took it? I forget. Okay. Did you ever give it back to me? Or did I get it?
Yeah, I gave you back your gun. I don't need it.
Yeah.
He gave you back your drum mag, but he took all the bullets out.
It just filled with pudding somehow.
Filled it with pudding.
What?
Like,
Pudding?
no,
Is that what you think the Iranian people hold dear to them as much as the Italians and cheese? Pudding?
I don't know. Or sand? There you go.
No, they hold. Adam, you should know they hold uranium dear.
Uh, I'll probably just like polish it, make sure it's good to go. Clean it out.
Clean the cheese wheel.
All right, Jabril, you're next to awaken.
All right. What do I want to do first?
Wake up.
Oh, you know what I forgot?
Hmm.
He just did it.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that doesn't come through if you're watching on YouTube. But X just got timed out for 600 seconds.
That's for being a naughty, naughty boy.
All right, let me put it to you like this. You guys are in the driver's seat right now. You don't need to do the mother may I thing with me at the moment. You have a clear goal. You tell me what happens en route to that goal.
Well, if there's any guns I particularly want to get yet. I already got everything I really want.
You don't need to stop by the armory to pick anything up? A Gatling gun?
A cannon.
A camel?
Rotating cannon? No, not yet. No, I'm just gonna go to wherever we're going to meet up.
Okay, so you're heading out early to the meeting place? What about Byrick?
Oh, I'm getting as many, or I'm probably taking about or getting at least 2 or 3 my Lottie magazines ready. Situating them in my coat, and then getting my pistols ready as well. I assume I'm going to be picked up, because it would be quite
An inconvenience?
interesting to walk there. Holding my favorite toy.
You can't hide it in your pants or your trench coat like those old PSA videos about how students can use baggy clothes to hide firearms?
I mean, we are talking about an elephant gun. It's probably twice the size of him.
Well, no. It's about as actually, I think it's about as tall.
Just walk real straight.
How heavy are the fucking magazine? Because you're probably walking around with like fucking 80 extra pounds on you.
Adam!
Still here?
Move still here.
Yeah.
I was watching your eyes very carefully. They start blinking, and
Yeah.
they go shut for a while. I'm watching you, motherfucker.
Adam also needs a bank. Yeah, but my plan is once I finish brainwashing the fake Fiero and send him on his way and tell him to forget where my house is, I'm gonna get my driver, get in my car, and probably pick up 2 of my coterie members, being Jabril and Byrick.
And Carlo can walk.
Carlo's got a fucking, what, I buy him a Pontiac or no? Not a Pontiac.
Cadillac?
No, what the fuck is it called?
Oh yeah, it's actually a little taller than me. It's 7'2".
The Lottie?
Yeah.
I basically bought him the fucking 1950s equivalent of a Stingray.
A Phantom?
No. Who is it that makes a Stingray?
Oh,
Corvette,
a
there
PT
we go.
Cruiser.
Yeah, I bought him a Corvette. I think Carlo Martino can make it there just fine.
Okay. Carlo Martino.
Yes.
So you polish your gun. You're ready to go. And suddenly there's a knock at your door.
I look through the little peephole to see who it is.
You've never seen him before. He's a young fellow, looks somewhat disheveled. Like he hasn't taken the time to brush his hair in quite a while. There's an old tattered leather jacket sort of draped around his shoulders, and he looks around, extremely paranoid, every other second, one side of the hallway and the next. And then one side of the hallway over his shoulder and the next.
Hey, I don't want no damn newspaper. That's what I'll say. And then it's like,
It's Sunday, asshole.
Are you Carlo? You're Carlo, right?
maybe who's asking that?
I need your help. Listen, Zance, he told me to look for you.
Zance, is this true?
No.
Did I send somebody after him? I don't know.
I don't remember. I've tried to kill my friend so many times.
What does he want?
Same.
Look, man, I don't think I can talk about it out here. Can I come in?
No.
Drop your drawers.
What?
Suck your dick.
I can trust you. Let me suck your dick.
Come on. Man. You went straight to drop your drawers.
Yeah, just, you come alone?
There's nobody else here. It's just me, man. Please, can I come in?
Well, let him in, yeah.
Once he drops his drawers.
Yeah.
Pants off.
So he comes in, and again, just very paranoid, looking out the door as you close it behind him. So yeah, you're the guy, right? You're Carlo?
No, I know where this is going. Carlo starts stripping.
Not here to kill me, are you?
No, man, I need your help. I messed up bad. I need your help. They told me you could help me.
Oh, okay. I know who I sent this. I know.
I can't even help myself. What are you talking about? Look, have you seen where I live? Have you seen where I live in?
I can't even help myself.
Carlo is surprisingly self-aware.
But what do you need help with? I try to do my best.
Look, I haven't been one of us that long. You know what I mean? And he'll sort of like show you his fangs. I messed up, man. I took a little more blood than I wanted to, and I turned this guy into a vampire to save him. And I think I got him killed, man. I got him killed, and the people that sent me here, man, they took him out. They took him out, man. It's all my fault. And they told me if I found you, you could help me. They told me you could bring him back.
You can't bring back the dead.
You can't bring back the dead, idiot.
Except I can. But not vampires, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
You can do a lot.
yeah. I mean, you can't bring them back. I mean, I guess except Giovanni.
You can probably shove a ghost in a dead body. Although there's probably 5 dots and something.
Yeah, come on, you're a necromancer.
Yeah. Hey, how long have he's been dead? Or fucked?
Oh shit. Maybe about 4 or 5 days now, give or take.
And you barely come to me now?
I couldn't find you. Look at where you live. Do you know how long it would take me to go through the slums? I mean, shit, you're lucky the bag lady on the street knew where you were.
You gotta dig
Oh,
her out.
does she now?
You gotta dig her out.
You're gonna have to fix that.
Oh.
I went down this whole rabbit hole, these gay bars, it's a whole thing.
You put my $12?
$12?
Never mind. It's another story. Another time.
Look, we're getting off topic.
That's a lot of
Listen.
money those days, yo.
Listen, man, you help me do this, I'll give you whatever you want. I'm never gonna kill anybody again, I swear to God. I gotta fix this, man. I can't... I don't know how to describe it. I'm not used to this. Everything's different. Everything the past couple of weeks has just been a nightmare, and it gets worse. It just keeps getting worse. I just want to fix my mistake. You ever had that feeling?
Have you ever made a mistake, Carlo?
As he ponders his life for the last his undead life, and he's just stuck in there for days, getting that.
Just every damn day of my life.
Carlo Martino gives him the 1,000-yard stare.
Have you ever made a mistake? More than life can count.
Flashback to the whole vampire series. Alright. We'll try to fix your fuck up. You know where is was he actually turned into a vampire though? Or
Yeah, he turned to try to save him, but I lost track of him after that. It happened, downtown. Your friend, the big spooky tall guy with the hat. I think he's the one that did him in.
The Canadian.
As somewhere from across town, Byrick Ash yells, "I'm not Canadian." It's from Canada.
Trump's Canada. I'll tell you what, come back here tomorrow around the same time, and I'll see what I can do.
Tomorrow night, same time. You got it. Listen, Kalo, my name's Ani, man. I appreciate it. I really do.
Ani?
What kind of stupid name is that?
Alright. See you tomorrow, Johnny. Take care.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Don't fuck up. They make fun of you for that, okay? And let me have your back.
And also, don't get anyone else killed, you idiot.
Yeah.
All right. With that, we transfer to the interior of Mark's car.
Crocodile alligator.
So the three of you have been picked up and are currently en route to the desert. What happens now?
So, Mr. Zantz, what is the plan?
I will explain. The werewolves will be coming. I set up a werewolf ambush to be coming in from the south, and so our exit's gonna have to be leaving north, essentially, once the shit goes down. I have done my best to try to ensure that we will not be targeted. However, knowing how werewolves act, that is not a guarantee that we will not be attacked in some kind of wild frenzy. Also, I added a third element of surprise, or second element of surprise to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have brainwashed that fake Fiero into thinking he's the real thing.
Oh no.
It's okay, he's probably not going to survive the night.
You have a sick, twisted sense of humor.
And that's coming from.
Now, are we sure the werewolves can deal with the undesirables?
If nothing else, they'll make a very large dent in the undesirable population.
I suppose.
However, I believe I was informed at the beginning of last night that we will not necessarily be faulted for defending ourselves should we be attacked. However, needless to say, fighting back against the lupines may trigger assaults upon ourselves. So I would say do your best to act with discretion.
Very well. I do not wish to have to leave my home.
The car begins to turn off of the
Into a
110,
werewolf.
trundling down an unlit dirt road into almost perfect darkness. Your driver turns around. Mr. Zantz, where did you want me to leave the car?
I'll instruct him to leave it a little bit.
Yeah,
I'll instruct him to
Vasil.
leave it a little bit out of the way, but preferably within quick running distance, as I point out, like on the environment where we're heading. Obviously, I'm assuming we're gonna have to walk a little bit to the aforementioned site. But I will tell him that should he be attacked, to go ahead and get away with a car and come back within an hour or two.
Understood. About 30 minutes pass. Eventually, there's a turn. He crests a hill. And you can see what looks like a wide line of fire in the distance. Not quite close enough to trigger the rot Shrek, but that anxiety sort of prickles the back of your neck. The driver's clearly heading in this direction. As he draws nearer, you can see in the light of the flames these long shadows stretched in every direction. Dozens, maybe hundreds of people are gathered in a ring of torches.
So you could say it's a ring of fire.
It is indeed a ring of fire.
I'm sure
Does
that's
it burn?
now.
This ring of fire?
Does it burn, burn, burn?
This ring of fire.
That's how we get avoided by copyright. Avoid the copyright.
Beautiful lyrics.
No, Adam, we're talking about, anal hemorrhoids.
Preparation H's.
The torches are spaced about maybe every 30 feet, and they seem to be sectioning off an area of about an acre? Maybe, give or take. Your
Once
driver...
again-
Huh?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Your driver pulls up about a quarter mile from the nearest torch and will slow the car to a stop.
Well done.
I will be the gentleman. I will get down and open the back doors for my compatriots.
Did you bring Virginia with you?
Did I bring Virginia with me? I will say not this time.
Okay.
I will get out of the vehicle then.
Through the moonroof.
And I will follow.
I will say in short order comes Carlo Martino's car, rambling up, bouncing terribly on this unpaved dirt road. There's a small square impromptu parking area with several other cars, most of them cheap, shitty, beaten up, barely functioning, rusted, dry rotted. Any number of stripes in the rainbow of disrepair. Carlo, what would you like to do?
And join my compatriots. That's what's happening.
Okay.
Big
What's the
guys,
plan?
I brought my gun.
Where my gun again?
Could I get a perception politics roll from everybody, please?
Ah,
Can I perceive the politics?
1.
2 successes.
3.
As you look about the amassed figures, you try very, very valiantly in the flickering torchlight, but you can't really make out any faces that you might recognize. You can clearly see El Serpiente. He's bouncing between the disparate groups, these sort of thuggish-looking gangs, these cliques that tend to congregate, that tend to nucleate amongst themselves. But other than that, nobody you recognize, nobody you've probably even seen in passing. It's very clear to you that these sort of get-togethers are organized amongst the young, the impressionable, those without any stake in the city, those maybe thrown out of the frying pan and into the fire.
So I
So
won't accidentally murder anybody important so far.
I know it's a disappointment.
I'm not about to pull a Morrowind with this save file has been corrupted due to the loss of somebody important.
No.
So what would you like to do?
Hashtag not best Elder Scrolls.
Quick save.
If I don't see anybody I recognize, I want to see if anybody stands out, particularly anybody who might be the man that I've heard about that's actually putting these things together. Somebody who seems to be communicating with El Serpiente.
Like I said, he's bouncing around. He's
Okay.
doing a lot of, I hesitate to call it referee work, but he's, I guess, getting everybody ready.
Let's go.
The bookie, the implant.
You do
Connect
see
us
another figure, however,
Okay.
standing apart from the others outside the ring of torchlight. Another figure stands in the moonlight. Joseph runs for the North Star, and he's looking directly at you as you approach.
I am going to try to nonchalantly approach him.
Okay,
Hang
so
on,
you're
Michael.
basically going to have to go around the central gathering to get to him. But if you'd like to do that, you totally can.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it as like nonchalantly as possible. Make it look like I'm just kind of scoping out the competition, like I'm here as more of an observer rather than a participant.
Gotcha. What about the rest of you guys?
Is there any seats?
No, this is not a spectator sport. You come here because you enjoy shooting people.
Can I look and see what kind of heat these dudes are packing?
Mostly handguns.
Okay.
Again, the game is called Nines. It's essentially laser tag with lead.
And here we are with the Tommy gun, the lie.
And an elephant gun.
It's not for shooting elephants, it's for shooting planes.
They call it 9s for the 9mm. I just happened to bring a 9-incher instead. I misinterpreted the rules.
There are no rules. Alright. Well. Ohio waits instruction.
Carlo, what are you doing? Besides taking a fucking nap?
Parking my car and
So parking his car is like shit.
I didn't learn how to parallel park in this standard.
Did we tell Carlo about the werewolf plan?
No idea.
No, I told him last night.
I didn't.
Okay.
You did?
Yeah, I told you before we left the rant. And I told you before the rant, and I reaffirmed it after the rant.
In fact, that's what the rant was about.
And obviously, when you regrouped with us after parking your car, I would have informed you. Okay, when shit goes from going down to really going down, we're escaping through this passage north.
I'll stand by the passage north. Make sure we have a safe getaway. Yeah.
Through the Badlands.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out a way to obfuscate the Lottie. And I'm coming up blank.
I mean, you could put it on the ground and have your coat cover it.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
And so people just think you just have your coat on the ground. Little did they know, it was hiding 109 pounds of pain.
Or you could just do what Gabriel did with the Dragonfire rounds and just start flicking the Lottie bullets.
No, please, I'm a man of refinement.
That was also not optimal. I could have blown my hands off.
I guess I will take the suggestion of Mr. Jubel. I will take off my coat.
Alright, let's try a dexterity stealth roll.
Well, at least I have some of that.
Don't forget to add your celerity.
Oh, cool.
Because you add celerity to all your dex rolls. And you roll
Yeah.
dex for everything.
Dex chess.
Yes, the best background.
You got some use out of it.
I had to get creative. That's 3 over 8. 4.
4. Okay, yeah, thanks to your celerity, you're able to move fast enough that it's all just one giant darkly colored blur outside the ring of torchlight as you can pull off the Lottie, wrap it in the jacket, and then you're gonna do what precisely? You're gonna lay it on the ground, you're gonna carry it with you.
Well,
Did you hit fire that thing?
oh yeah. Unless I'm getting on the floor, I'm not firing that from shoulder.
Yeah. I'm not an idiot.
Just have it blow through your shoulder. Have to pop it back into place every time you use it.
Well, you said that everyone was kind of like in a circle-esque.
They're all within the ring of torchlight, and they're kind of congregating as people tend to do at social events. So there's different cliques of people talking amongst themselves in different nuclei.
I'll approach with the cloaked Lottie and I'll leave leave it just outside the torchlight of wherever we're congregating.
Okay.
Just so it won't be the easiest thing to spot.
So, Byrick, you're approaching. Jabril's awaiting orders. Carlo's parking his car. Mark, you're approaching Joseph.
Yes.
Are you wearing the jacket?
No.
That is the
bro.
correct answer.
I'm like, I heard this was your friend. Too bad he messed with me. No, God, no, I would not take that jacket. Like I said, that's the Elysium jacket. And if werewolves attack Elysium, we have more than one problem on our hands.
You especially.
Oh, yeah. Not that hasn't happened before. I'm pretty sure and under a Blood Red Moon that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the 4th time the Succubus Club was on fire.
Catch a break.
You approach. Joseph's leaning up against one of the rocky outcroppings, looking unbemused. This whole place stinks like shit. I have no idea how you can stand this.
Well, my sense of smell has been altered due to what I was turned into. However, I understand that these are not exactly the kind of people I would like to represent what I am.
Not quite your powwow.
These people have done disgusting things, Joseph. They shoot each other for fun, and then when they run out of blood, they attack innocent people. And quite simply, that's not something you can have, and that's not something I can have. I know it can be hard to understand, but I think you and I are on the same page when it comes to this. My kind cannot continue to exist as we exist within not only your domain, but amongst humanity.
I don't know, Mark. Sometimes when I think if I look at you the right way, I'm starting to see just a little bit more worm in your reflection. But I'm going to chalk that up to my imagination and not think about it too much. Listen. 15 minutes. The packs are already converging on this area, and he points to the distance, and sort of at the top of a plateau, you can see these leering silver eyes glimmering in the moonlight, watching intently. 15 minutes, and then all hell breaks loose. I'm not responsible for what happens after that. Deal?
Deal, I say as I put my hand out to shake it. To shake his.
He'll shake yours and nod. Anything else I need to know?
One of these has been the one that's been organizing these get-togethers. I assume he's one of the people that is the primary encroachers upon your territory. I assume he's going to be the most dangerous one here, and I'm not quite certain whether he's arrived or not.
Do you know who that is?
Unfortunately, his identity has been hidden from me, but I assume once the violence starts, he'll make himself known. I suppose you'd want to go for that one first, although I should make sure it's clear that pale one over there, as I point to Byrick, as dangerous as he is, it's not him.
Well, then you've got about 14 minutes and 30 seconds to point him out to us. Otherwise, as I said...
Tell him you'll mark him with your rapier or something. If there's a vampire with a rapier sticking out of them, it's going to be easy to tell.
Just chuck it like a javelin at him.
We'll stick a torch down his pants.
I'm going to mostly be refraining from the violence, but should I pull out my weapon and fire at somebody, you'll know that's the one.
Botch it, hit Carlo.
Who's asleep
That's
right
him,
now?
boys. It's him.
Well, at that point, I think the werewolves will attack Mark because they won't believe him.
That's such a Carlo Martino thing to do, just fall asleep in his fucking car.
He's just like,
You're gonna wake
"Oh,
up to
boy."
werewolves shaking it on both sides, and they're gonna flip him over with him in it.
Call him a nerd.
Off into the desert.
Byrick, as you approach one of the groups of vampires you don't recognize, what happens?
Oh no, I was just gonna assume my own position.
Alright. In that case, you get approached. This rather lanky-looking gentleman. He's got these sort of wide sunglasses, even at night, which makes him look like a complete chode, like a derby hat. Oi, Gov. Here you killed a fake Murphy last night. Oh, you debt of gratitude, I do.
And you are?
I'm surprised you don't know who I am. I'm Murphy feckin' Fiero.
And you're just like,
Yes, how could I mistake
Such a dear friend.
such a Cockney individual for Murphy?
I'm trying real hard on the Cockney. It's slipping weirdly. I can't get a hold on it tonight.
Just say, hello there.
Oi there, Gov, bangers and mash. I really got to just stop doing accents entirely. I'm much better when I leave that by itself.
I was gonna say, what happens when somebody like Yorkie shows up and is like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Well, then he'll do the Cockney. He's like, oh, that guy deserves it.
as we all know, the the Cockney are subhuman, much like the what are they called? Bogans?
Alabama.
Also Alabama. Alabamanians. The Albanians.
No, not the Albanians. Alabamians?
Alabamites, I think, is the correct term.
You can always just say Missouriites. That's always the United States' punching bag when it comes to terrible southern states.
Missouri.
It's just one slight pronunciation away from misery.
I still remember, I will never forget the fucking time we stopped there. It was at like fucking 7:30, the sun's like down, and it was still like 100 fucking degrees.
Oh yeah,
And
Missouri
awful.
sucks.
Did you guys stop there on your way to the first Gen Con?
One of them.
I think it was on the way back from one.
Okay. Because I went the second time with you guys, I think.
Yeah.
As fake Murphy Boogaloo starts talking your ear off, there's this large shadow that sort of comes up behind you.
Is he gonna claim to be Murphy now? Is this gonna be a Spartacus moment?
I am Murphy Fiero.
It's gonna be the freaking death of Superman. Just a bunch of terrible secondhand Supermans.
And-
I turn to look.
As you turn, you can see the second fake Murphy, like, just
God damn it.
stops talking. And
Oh.
behind you is a very large, muscle-bound Hispanic man, shirtless save for a pair of torn jeans. And he's got this really, I'm not sure what the word is, like vicious feral look in his eye. And he sort of makes eye contact with the fake Murphy and says, I would very much appreciate it if you would leave right now. All right, Gov? All right. Be if you need me. And starts taking steps away. He turns to look at you. I am certain you know the difference between someone who is dangerous and someone who merely pretends to be so, yes?
Yes, I have brushed with danger many a times. I assume you are not unfamiliar as well.
Someone who is dangerous does not feel the need to constantly announce it. Wouldn't you agree? These Murphy Fieros, they are all the same. But not
Including
you.
the first.
I know you. You're by
Oh.
Ragash.
Bloody intensifies.
That is correct.
And how do you spend your nights?
I like to read books.
I like to stay. I like to study and read stuff.
I just read this fantastic new book called The Outsiders.
Topical. Sorry, the time.
I'm trying to think of 50s books. Outsiders, Lolita, Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg.
I spend my evenings reaffirming myself.
From what? To what? Tell Quinn!
Catcher in the Rising.
Yeah, that one guy really liked it.
Oh, he liked it a lot. Do you wish to hear that I think of myself as a hunter? Of a predator? Is that what you wish to hear?
I wish to hear what you wish to tell me.
What's your game?
So,
No one talks to me for no reason.
It is true.
If you have the balls to talk to me, it better be fucking important.
Adam's spirit animal is the fainting goat.
yeah.
He sort of cocks his head to one side. Game? Do I have a game? I suppose so many of these people would see it this way, no? You and I have one other thing in common, I think.
Oh. 29.
We both come from a very dysfunctional family, wouldn't you say? A dysfunctional family of religious fanatics that care very little for those around them. Are we on the same page?
Oh, you mean the Sabbat?
The Sabbath, as we call them up north.
The Black Sabbath?
Up north in Canada, we call them the Sabbath.
Still 16 years away.
So you're telling me you're not originally from the Anarch movement?
Originally? No, but who among them is? Truth be told, I somewhat despise this. It reminds me too much of what I left behind. Too much lawlessness, too much violence, yet at the same time, violence is what they understand. Violence is entirely necessary. It is the only common language here.
It's truly the human language.
I want to bring order to this. I want to bring an order that they would understand. Is this something that speaks to you? Is this why you left the Sabbat too?
Hey, we've already got Dracula on that, buddy.
We already have the top dogness of vampires. Mr. Dracula the Impaler.
Vlad the Inhaler.
Vlad the Implier.
So when I first read that, I'm like, do a double jumping jacks. Like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
when I read this comment at the beginning, yeah, do a double jumping jack, yeah. Like, how does that work, yeah?
Well, Adam, you press X, and then when you're at your highest, you press X again.
Yeah,
And then
you're
why?
at your highest.
Okay, I guess you don't have to. It's optim.
Wait, okay, the real question is how many red orbs do you have? Do you have enough for air hike?
No.
Adam has no demonic blood.
It's all sleepy blood.
Oh, sleepy blood.
No, it's just a demon born out of like the deadly sin of sloth. So
Oh,
it's
man.
it's always dragging him into naps.
Belphegor?
I think so. I'm not up to date with my demonology.
So all these
Wasn't
things are
Belphegor the
keeping
shit demon that likes technology?
It depends whether we're talking like.
So he's a 4chaner?
Depends whether we're talking ritual magic or some kind of world of darkness thing or something, I guess.
Fair enough.
No, I was talking ritual magic.
What the fuck, Yusuf?
Uh,
Carlo Martino makes his Alfredo sauce.
With all natural ingredients.
Well, we're vampires.
You wish
so
to
whatever
impose
it is,
your
we get.
order. But do you have the power and the will of force to exert yourself upon all these others?
He smiles. I see you're a step ahead of me. Myself? Probably not. These anarchs, they're all full of shit. They all think they're mighty because they're vampires. They know nothing of what lurks in the darkness, but you and I, we know, we've seen it.
46.
I don't think one vampire can hold power here, but a gang? Maybe. A gang has a chance, and I want the strongest. That's why I'm here. You, if I'm being quite honest, your presence here is laughable. These children are but lambs before the slaughter to you. I have no need for you to prove yourself. I have heard of you, of your exploits. Who the fuck did we lose?
Exactly.
I can bet. Oh. And Adam's falling asleep again.
I'm so awake. No. I'm Chaz Lavelle. I am the storyteller.
Oh, I'm Jabril. Wow, everything fucked up.
No, not really. I'm
Tom's
still in the right place.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, X is now Carlo.
Oh no!
It's good on my side, and that's what matters.
I don't want to be Carlo.
Carlo doesn't want it.
How do you set up your layout that it breaks when somebody drops? So I window capture Discord, and Discord, I guess what I could try to do is have it in the focus. But we have the grid view, and the grid view, it rearranges itself when somebody loses connection. I could do it in the focus, but I'm afraid in the focus it makes one big and everyone else really small, and I'm kind of afraid of fucking up the, what's the word? The resolution. Also, I have no proof that it wouldn't change regardless. Hi, Ani, how's it going?
Hello.
Is that nerd?
Another nerd joins the fray. So you wish to exert dominance by congregating power between many.
An oligarchy.
The strength of the wolf is the pack. The strength of the pack is the wolf. Would you not agree?
And there's always an alpha wolf.
And he nods.
Actually,
There's actually, well, we haven't gotten that far into wolf studies yet, but there's actually 2 alphas per pack. A male and a female.
And everyone will gun to be the alpha. Thus it shall collapse in on itself. The moment one shows weakness, which is inevitable, corruption takes place, and everything falls apart.
You speak wisely, but I suppose then, to be the alpha, one must be strong enough not to show weakness. Consider the offer, Mr. Rash. I have absolutely no doubt that you will emerge from here relatively unscathed.
You made so many wolf references. They're gonna seem really poorly chosen in a minute. Also, not to sound like a nerd, but I think the term alpha wolf wasn't coined till the 1970s.
Okay, boomer.
I've been reading books on wolf studies just because I think they're interesting.
Mark, as you're coming back from speaking with Joseph,
Fine, there's always one big dick in the group.
As you're coming back from speaking with Joseph, you can see Byrick standing apart from the others talking to this very large muscle-bound Hispanic man.
Oh, Gabriel.
Gabriel's not Hispanic.
As he sort
Or
of
is-
turns to leave and goes back into the crowd.
Oh, as the large Hispanic man leaves?
Yeah.
Then in that case, I'm going to, like, kind of, not necessarily sneak up, but quietly approach Byrick and just kind of say, in less than 15 minutes, it all goes down.
So then I have 13 minutes of fun then.
I suppose so. I'm going to inform the others.
Carlo, have you finished parking your car yet?
Yeah, that was I was like waiting by the north where we're heading out to.
Okay, Carlo's already ready to run.
Yep. Because I ain't ready to die, not
I
yet.
cannot wait for you to show up with the fucking Thompson and everyone's like, that guy's cheating! Like, and they're gonna fucking turn on you.
If he's already standing by where the planned exit's going to be, I'm going to go to Jabril and tell him that less than 15 minutes it's going to happen.
Alright, then let's make this quick.
And once I inform Carlo Martino that we also have less than 15 minutes, I'm going to go up to El Serpiente and be like, isn't it about time we get this damn thing going already?
Oh, hey, Mr. Zantz, I didn't realize you were here. Yeah. By the way, did you talk to him already?
Oh, Carlo Martino will be making an appearance.
Carlo Martino.
Or who are you referring to?
The Rake, the guy that has me set these up. The big scary guy with the muscles, sometimes claws.
I'm going to assume that's the man that Byrick was talking to.
That's him. That guy's scary. I wouldn't get near him once the lead starts flying.
Ooh.
I'll try to avoid.
Alright.
But how about we get this started already?
Yeah, you're the boss, Mr. Zantz. I'll get it started. So, here's the question. Meta-wise, do we want to do this now, or do we want to wait for the next session to actually start the game of nines?
Do we have
Ooh. I don't know.
Need a fresh brain.
Adam, you're gonna be shooting people.
I know. But, am I gonna be hitting them though? That's the real question.
How long have we been going so far?
Almost an hour now.
An hour and a half.
I'm willing to give it another 30 minutes at least.
We owe them that much.
Let's also start the game of nines here before the.
We'll probably finish the game of nines.
Yeah, there's only 14 minutes left.
We'll go in real time. Chaz, start the timer.
We have about 5 minutes till Namek explodes.
We just start using Dragon Ball Z time.
Yeah.
We have 5 sessions within that 15 minutes.
All right.
Okay, but which one of us is Krillin?
Which one do you think?
It's the fake what's his name?
Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy. Yeah.
Adam might be Gohan. Although he also might be Yamcha.
Oof. I called dibs on Tien.
Okay, so slowly the conversation begins to die down. El Serpente will make an announcement that the festivities are about to begin, and if everyone would please take their places. And the groups begin to disperse as everyone begins to spread out in amongst the acre outlined by the torches, hiding behind cacti and rock formations. Is the coterie going to stick together?
I'm already at my starting position.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna saddle up next to Jabril probably.
That is not the wisest move, because I'm gonna be standing right in the middle.
Ooh, never mind then. I'm gonna stand next to Carlo Martino.
That is a better move.
The best move.
So you have a shield.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hiding behind the Tommy gun.
Also, it's not a great move.
All right. Everybody give me initiative rolls and let's see what happens.
Somebody activate a werewolf gift, the one that gives us a plus 15 initiative.
I wish.
I got a 12.
16.
12 for Mark, 16 for Jabril,
14.
14 for Byrick.
I'm doing that.
Adam, it's addition.
I know.
It's the worst kind of math.
There's no calculator
It's
for this.
deceptively easy.
I got 12, 15 now.
15,
No.
okay.
Just have to hope everybody else got less than a 10.
A whistle
Alright,
tears out.
Charlie, I
Huh?
expect you to roll for every person of it here.
Individually.
That's how we do Dragon Ball Z rules.
I'm actually just kind of like taking their numbers and taking half on a dice roll. A whistle blows out, tearing through the darkness of the wilderness. And almost immediately, the air is filled with the explosions of gunfire, of flashes of muzzle flares everywhere, bullets whizzing, whistling through the air in all directions. There's a storm kicked up in less than a second. Jabril, you're up first. What would you like to do?
I'm going to activate my Eyes of Blades.
Cool, what does that do?
I get to use my full dice pool for all attacks that come my way.
To dodge or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will taunt them.
And
That is
you're
not in my coterie.
you said you're standing in the middle of the event, right?
Yep.
So you activated discipline and you're just spreading your arms like, hey, shoot me.
I mean, not so. I mean, it's basically that, yeah.
You
But I'm
won't
gonna
drink vanilla milkshake.
probably say things about some people's mothers. Just whoever I see here or there. Calling them weak men.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire at Jabril now.
Jabril. From behind a rock formation, from behind a patch of saguaro, and up from a prone position on the ground, 3 separate vampires will fire upon you. Give me dodge rolls.
Woohoo! Here. Let's see,
I think it's a combo discipline, Talquin. Xavier can confirm.
Yes, Eyes of Blades is Celerity and Auspex.
How's the first dodge?
Yeah.
Okay, you duck. The first
Yes.
bullet doesn't even touch you. Give me the second one.
Do you just transform into like a whirling dervish?
Basically.
Even
I
better, you
don't.
turn into Hiei with all the eyeballs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You step to the side, and there's an explosion of chunks of pebble and sand as another one clearly bypasses you. And the third.
That was less good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. All right. You duck out of the way of the third. There's a cacophonous repeating pattern as 2 of the vampires who took aim at you explode into thin red mist. As you see the muscle-bound Hispanic man step out from the darkness and begins to train 2 revolvers in your direction. Carlo, you're up.
Fire into the distance, just willy-nilly.
So where are you right now?
He's at home.
Running for his car.
He's back in his car, trying to start the ignition.
I'm like,
A bunch of people shooting at each other.
Yo, I didn't sign up for this.
This is the point where we actually see Carlo Martino activate. See the reason why he was chosen for the Giovanni.
yes. For shooting them down and then bringing them back to the dead, bringing them back.
Carlo Martino was actually hired or embraced by the Giovanni to help them make more dead people.
Yeah. 7 dice. Yeah.
Get 11 dice.
7 dice.
Oh, 7. I was like, damn.
I'm
It's
not
like,
that
hang
big.
on a sec.
I was like, what?
5 dexterity, 5 firearms, 5 celerity.
No.
Oof.
I don't have. Wait, do I have celerity here? Can't read it.
You can,
No, I do
you
not.
can give yourself celerity.
Adam would like to trade all of his dots in necromancy for celerity.
No. But I did get 5 successes.
5 successes to shoot?
This yeah, to fire into the crowd, yeah.
Okay,
How
so
many
you're
dice?
you're spraying and praying.
Yep.
Well, you get more dice to that.
I prefer the term squeezing and cheesing.
Squeezing and cheesing.
Especially with the cheese gun, cheese grater.
Squeeze and cheese sounds like you hold your dick a little too hard when you masturbate.
The old squeeze and cheese.
All right.
Yeah.
Carlo Martino's erratic spray bites across the rocky badlands, and a number of vampires duck for cover. I've got a fun idea. Byrick, I'm not going to count this against your dice pool because this is kind of chaotic right now, but roll to dodge for me.
But I'm not aiming for the
Byrick doesn't dodge. He
I know,
simply
you're
looks
not
at the
aiming.
bullet.
Quincy and Doinking.
There's a reason they used to call Carlo Martino the cheese grater.
The old toothpaste shake. What? I don't like that.
Turning everybody into Parmesan.
You're about to enter a world of Swiss cheese.
There's no dodge.
It's
It's
athletics,
like-
remember?
Huh?
Dodge
Yes.
is Dex Athletics in V20.
We're
Oh.
not playing revised.
2.
2. Carlo Martino. Please roll damage against Byrick Ash.
Oof.
It was a straight bullet.
It's like,
Oh, you're about to meet a lot of my stray bullets then.
No, whoops. Was that the incendiary ammo?
That'd be dick.
What a coincidence. What are the odds?
What are the odds that I would have this handmade, specially crafted 20mm incendiary round? Specifically for a person.
Kia C don't have for, do they?
Fortitude, I don't think so.
Oh. No, Byrick Ash has been an absolute badass this whole time. 0 dots of fortitude.
Yeah.
How's that damage roll coming, Adam?
Oh, I got one success.
Okay.
One, yeah.
Which, of course, halves to 0. But, Byrick, as you are sort of moving through the desert, hunting, taking aim, you feel this heavy pop, pop, pop in your shoulder. Maybe break the skin a little bit. Doesn't hit anything necessarily important. But as you turn around, you can see Carlo Martino in the distance, just spraying erratically at anything that moves. And it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna split my dice pool. One,
Is there Carlo Martino's
I'm
face?
gonna break his gun.
That's our gun.
I'm gonna break his gun.
Like, walk up and physically snap it, or...
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Ooh.
And whatever happens out of that happens.
Let's see.
And the other dice pools, I'm gonna just probably shoot some random guy.
Okay, give me the one for Carlo first. Because you are, like, aiming a specific called shot, I'm going to call it a difficulty 8.
Difficulty 8, eh?
Let's see, 20 millimeters of hot lead.
No,
Coming
this
at-
is a 45.
Oh, okay. You're not going to use the Lottie?
Not yet. That's for a special occasion. It's a good thing I have a lot of dice for this. Oh wait, this is Dex, right? Celerity. That's 3 successes.
Okay, so, roll damage.
What's my damage again? I always have to look it up. Oh, right, it's that much.
7.
So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage.
Okay, Carlo, you see a shape in the distance train a handgun on you and fire a couple times. It doesn't hit you, but it seems to bite heavily into the Tommy, and the wooden stock splinters. There's a hole punched in the bullet cartridge. There's a couple of them in the chamber itself. And it's clearly damaged. Might still work, who knows?
Oh, you could have gone for the super called shot. And
No.
just like
Fire into the barrel.
no. You fire, and you just nick his thumb, right? And he switches the rate of fire to semi-auto.
I don't think a Thompson in the 40s had semi-auto.
Yeah.
Or
You
should
just
we-
gotta squeeze it ever so delicately.
I think they were made individually automatic and semi.
Now, Byrick, as somebody who actually knows guns, the Thompson is probably sufficiently disabled from the damage you've done to it. It might be able to fire, however, if he fires it, there's a significant chance it could explode.
That's hilarious. Anyway, I'm shooting the other guy now.
All right, as another guy runs across your path and draws a bead on you, go ahead and give me the shot. And we're just going to make this guy an extra, so he's got 4 health boxes.
Oh,
Headshot.
that's not nice. I'll go for a headshot.
Go for it. So, diff 8.
Oh no, if only I hadn't done that already. That's also 3 successes. Oh wait, celerity. I keep forgetting that. 3
Yeah,
successes.
Roll damage.
I get 4 successes.
4 successes. All right, so you put one straight in this guy's head. He falters and fumbles, but sort of woozing on the ground, he's able to squeeze off a shot in response.
Alright.
So at some point, we need William Dafoe to come out and do the whole Boondock Saint speech of "There was a firefight."
Still one of the best movie speeches of all times.
This place went off like a fucking bomb.
That's up there with.
All right, give me a roll to soak.
Samuel L. Jackson.
So,
And-
unknown fortitude. 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, so this guy plants one right about here-ish, and does absolutely no damage. It nicks the skin and flies away, bouncing off a button or a flask or something. All right, after Byrick, it's Mark.
I said I was standing next to Adam. Do I see Byrick just basically put 2 bullets into his Tommy gun as he's spraying and praying?
Give me perception, alertness.
1 success.
1 success. Because Byrick's not currently wearing his coat, you're not sure who that was. The outline is a little difficult to tell at this distance in the dark.
That wide-brimmed hat could have been anyone.
The 7 foot.
There's so many vampires wearing wide-brimmed hats. Could have been Helsing.
It was also Prante.
I am going to try to sneak away from Adam and kind of use the rocks for cover as I realize that he's probably going to start attracting attention, and I'm going to try to keep an eye out for the Rake so I can try to train my gun on him.
Okay, so you're actually looking for this guy.
Yes.
Interesting. So,
While trying to stay hidden.
the typical hunting role is perception survival. I don't think that's necessarily what you're doing here, however. So how do you think you're hunting him?
I'm basically trying to follow where the largest amount of carnage is happening, so where I'm seeing blood turn into mist and ash starting to fly in the air.
I would say it would be perception survival.
I don't think people are getting ashed. That'd be really fucked up.
I also think it'd be perception survival. So here's what I'm going to ask for. I'm going to ask you to split your dice pool, Mark, between Dex Stealth and Perception Survival. And if you successfully are able to Dex Stealth, you won't have anybody drawing beads on you right away.
I'm going to spend a willpower on Dex Stealth.
Is your dice pool like 5?
It's like 4.
All right, let's call this a difficulty 7, because there's a lot of people around, but still kind of a chaotic shitstorm.
1 willpower going to Dex Stealth. Mark isn't exactly somebody who wants to get shot at despite my fortitude.
So how many dice are going to each roll?
Basically 2 and 2.
Okay.
So that is 1 success for this Dex Stealth. So 2 total for my 2 successes total for Dex Stealth, and for trying to track the guy, I got a 7 and a 10.
Okay, excellent. So, you're able to sort of stay low, stay towards the shadows, and not make yourself outwardly look like a threat. You're moving in the direction of the bullet sprays and the mist and the red gore, as you said. And eventually you draws your attention, at least, more towards the center of the arena, where you can see Jabril standing there as he
Just dancing around.
deftly ducks a whole bunch of bullets. 2 guys get pulpated as the Rake comes around the corner, dual-wielding revolvers.
Fucking, what is it? Altair's theme playing as Jabril's just laying into people. Alright, in that case, I'm going to try to keep an eye on the Rake and pull my Smith & Wesson out and try to start training it on him.
Okay. Jabril, you're up.
Yeah. All right. I want to.
Torpor somebody.
Nah. No. Looking at this big, burly Hispanic man, I will go up to him and have a conversation with him.
Okay.
I understand that he will be shooting at me and I will be dodging.
Well, you beat him on initiative, so if you move up to him, what are you going to say?
How do you do? Hello.
I'll say, hello. Do you have a name?
He just sort of...
Spending another point on Eyes of Blades.
Okay. Sort of grins in your direction. Odd time for a conversation, isn't it, hermano?
Oh no. I'll be fine. I'm waiting until they're all tired out. And they've used all their ammo.
Somebody pops up from behind a rock, and without looking, he just sort of turns, pops him in the head, and puts him down. You have my interest.
That'll be like, and you have mine.
I am called the Rake. What can I do for you?
The Rake. Would I have heard this name before?
Probably from El Serpiente.
But that's it. Okay. And what is it you do, Mr. the Rake?
Up until several nights ago, survive. Recently, attempt to instill some form of order in this mess. As you're talking, he just sort of points a gun behind you, pops off another guy. Carlo. Your gun has been sufficiently damaged, and you're fucking asleep.
Well, I would say Carlo would continue shooting his gun then.
Alright, I've woken him up like twice or three times already. We're not going to be mean. But there's some sort of like kerfuffle happening in Mark Zance's wake. Byrick, what's going on with you? Tom? Did we lose Tom?
He's still
Crap.
there.
Allegedly.
Perhaps his internet is doing the poo-poo. Or perhaps Tom is doing the poo-poo.
Plot twist. Tom was the one that fell asleep.
Oh man. Tom's
Adam
the one that put Adam to
faking
sleep.
it.
Alright, Byrick's going to hold for a minute. Mark. So, as you begin to train your Smith & Wesson, it seems like Jabril and the Rake are conversing currently.
Oh boy, I'm gonna activate Auspex and try to listen.
Okay. So here's the thing to understand. You're
I know.
activating Auspex with
In
a
the middle
lot
of
of fucking gunfire. I'm not entirely convinced that wouldn't completely deafen you.
I will activate Auspex on my eyes and try to read their lips.
That is a fucking excellent idea. Okay, so how about
Oof.
let's go with a perception.
Language.
Well, we're not playing revised. Let's go with perception empathy. I think is good for this one.
I can do that. Ooh, and we lost Tom.
Yeah, his computer blue screened.
Oh, really? Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
And Adam blue screened IRL.
Hang on, there's got to be a
Just-
better way to do this. What if I just hide the overlay? Yeah, because unfortunately, the full Discord mode was, well, we can let them see two of us, I guess.
I got a whopping 2 successes.
A whopping 2 successes. You can probably catch like every second or third word then. Hang on, can I? There we go.
I have
all
no idea what the hell just happened.
Your computer said no. Your computer pulled an Adam.
Your laptop's getting kind of up there in age, isn't it?
No.
Brand new.
Yeah. Like I literally got it November.
Yeah.
Okay. So what
I'm
does
gonna-
Oh yeah, but you're like lip reading, and it's
Yeah,
kind
we're
of
trying to
tough. It's
get-
dark. There's smoke in the air, but again, you're able to catch maybe the bare gist of it.
I
Okay.
didn't make myself feel better. There we go.
Byrick, what are you gonna do with your turn?
Well, I guess it's time to bust out the the fun gun.
The Lottie.
Yeah.
And shoot the Rake in the head.
I don't know about shooting the Rake.
Boondock
fine.
Saint starts to intensify.
Huh?
Said Boondock Saint starts to intensify.
I'm just gonna. It's a story that will allow me to pick up my Lottie and train it around where the biggest congregation of people are.
Yeah, not a problem. My only minor issue with that is I'm not sure there would be a major congregation. It's probably a whole lot of this and people moving and ducking and running.
Then time it perfectly so you hit 3 people at the same time.
Yeah, I have celerity.
I'll allow it.
Just see. Let's test this thing's penetration power.
Because, the front door wasn't enough.
No, but that was only through one body. Come on, Xavier.
All right, give me the shot. Let me put it to you this way. How many people do you want to hit?
I want to hit at least maybe 7 to 8.
Good God!
Well,
Okay.
I don't know how many people are here.
So, like I said, dozens, maybe 100.
Oh yeah, then 7 or 8 at the bare minimum.
Okay. I'm going to call this a difficulty 7. And every success you get is 1 vampire struck. And I will not make you split damage.
Oh, then I'll spend willpower for this.
Oh.
That's what I was saving it for.
Chaz, you really need to stop giving mechanically powerful characters even more powerful weaponry. I only gave Xavier power armor once, okay? Like, it's not that bad.
And that was after years.
Called balance. Dude, White Wolf has never given a shit about balance in classic edition VTM, and I can cite literature to prove it.
4,
Talquin, you're talking about the movie Equilibrium with Christian Bale.
7, and celerity.
I
got 8.
8 successes. Roll damage.
What did we say the damage was?
On the Lottie, wasn't it like 10?
Yeah, 10.
Oh, that's a lot of dice. That's more than I have.
It's a load of dice.
There's a lot of dice.
Stick your finger in the bums.
Yeah.
In the revised Storyteller's Handbook, when Justin Achille addresses balance in the game, he
12
specifically...
successes.
12?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have a little bit of fun here. Xavier, roll 1d10 for me. If you roll a 2, the Rake gets caught in that. If you roll a 1, Jabril gets caught in that.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
You both get caught in it.
Then, okay, how about this?
You succeeded too good, Xavier.
With a 10, is there somebody you do want caught in it?
You want that Cockney bastard?
Oh, you're
The
asking
Big
me?
Murphy. That'd be a good
I mean,
one.
yes, absolutely. Fuck him.
Okay, fine. Then that is what happens. I'm not even going to bother to roll fucking soak for that, because it's way more dice than I've given any of them. So, Byrick, you just sort of raise the Lottie up. With your celerity, your brain's processing the information so much faster. And,
I think faster.
well, you don't think faster, but you process the information at a faster rate. So, it's the scene in the movie where you just see Byrick line up the shot and everything goes into slow motion, as there's this perfect moment where 8 different vampires are leaping and ducking and diving and pointing their weapons. And all of a sudden, just one by one, just explode into clouds of meat as the second fake Murphy pops up from a patch of cactus, trains one directly on you and just erupts. And there's this perfect line of red gore leading back to Byrick and his smoking gun.
I'm 2 for 2 for Murphys now, or fake Murphys. 3 for 2 for Murphys all around.
They call me the Murphinator.
Jabril, what do you say to the Rake?
And how exactly do you plan to go about this order?
Look around you. Violence is all these people understand. Through strength of arms is the only way we can... And as he said this, it's immediately cut off by a blaring car horn and an echoing call of, "You think you're better than me!" As their squealing tires come in, start bashing these torches, hither, tither, yon, as this car starts doing donuts throughout the crowd. Let's see, who's furthest on the outskirts? Right now, Byrick. Byrick, give me a dodge roll, please.
You're gonna have to kill another Murphy?
Jump on the car and shoot him in the head.
The thing is, I don't have good dodge.
You're more of a stand still and shoot people kind of guy.
Yeah.
I just tell the bullets to not hit me.
Just point at the car, aim at the tire, and blow through both of them at the same time.
I got 1 success.
1 success is good enough to dodge out of the way as your hip is nearly taken out by a taillight as these torches are just tossed into the air. I would further like to ask you for a Rotschreck test, please. That's going to be a self-control roll at a difficulty 5.
Self-control. Alright.
What is Byrick?
Fire bad. Fire bad.
Byrick seems like he either has a 1 in self-control or like 6.
1 in self-control, but a 5 in courage.
Well, it's either he's always constantly acting on impulse or just he's very well composed. He's
Hyper sane.
Yeah, he's hyper sane and he's just... The acts of violence are part of the self-control.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, you're fine. Fire flying everywhere. You're not exactly a stranger to that. But this swirling donut car is heading directly into the center of the melee. So, Jabril, what are you going to do about it?
Dodge it.
Okay, give me a dodge.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a PT Cruiser.
Is it, Tom?
If I can't identify the car, it's a PT Cruiser.
6
That's the rules of the land.
6 successes?
Adam.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't even come close to you. It does, however, very nearly clip the Rake. He dodges away, but unfortunately, with the exhaust, the smoke, the flying dust, you do seem to lose him in the chaos. Carlo, welcome back to consciousness.
They're rolling willpower to stay awake.
Adam, this is the next day.
Is it courage instead of self-control? You know what? I'm not sure, Vasil. You might be absolutely right. I'm kind of just making a GM call to keep the game rolling. Carlo, there's currently a car sailing through the center of the game of nines, just fucking swinging its taillight, taking people out. What are you gonna do about it?
With the you think you're better than me.
I kind of want to squeeze the trigger and throw the gun, but see if it explodes, but then that'll be out of gun now.
You're gonna squeeze the trigger and throw the Tommy gun in the hopes that it's not a grenade, Adam.
Adam, yeah, that is not how that works.
You a doctor of bullets?
doing the big brain plays. You can't comprehend.
Congratulations, Adam. You just named the episode. Okay, I'll tell you what, Adam. Give me dexterity firearms.
Whoa.
Adam just locks the trigger and he throws it, and it just keeps fucking shooting like crazy.
Yeah, 4 successes.
4 successes. All right. You squeeze the trigger. You chuck it at Murphy. Nothing happens. Now what?
Go back and get it.
You're gonna
Do it again.
okay. Byrick, you took out 8 guys with a single shot. What are you gonna do now?
Well, I'm gonna try to take out more. And I know this is just a Hollywood thing, but by firing at the gas canister.
Of the car?
Yes.
You know what?
Since
It might just be a Hollywood thing, but it's super cinematic, and I love it. Give me the roll.
he's- 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
All right. I'm not going to make you roll damage. However, as the fake Murphy's car goes up in a plume of flame, I will ask Jabril, who is right nearby, to give me a soak roll. Do you have fortitude?
Yes, I have fortitude.
Okay. Roll the soak. Tom, I would like you to roll 4 dice of aggravated damage for me.
Only 4.
Okay, 5.
Yay.
Well, the best I could do is 3.
That's 3.
Okay.
Did you soak?
Yeah.
Okay. You're fine. You're able to stamp out the fucking flaming bits of your jacket or whatever caught. Give me a rot trek. And we're going to call this one... I will do courage, as Vasil said. This one's going to be a difficulty 8, as you were actually on fire.
Aha. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so you're able to hold your shit together. But actually, I believe with your path of morality, you automatically frenzy. You just get to control it.
Oof.
So you immediately feel the beast hackles up, take control of you. Jabril's frenzied, but you can control your frenzy for 2 turns,
Yay.
which is going to be very interesting here in a minute.
I love it.
All right.
Adam's just like, I did a thing.
Adam is currently entering the dream quest of unknown Kadath using the Dreamlands.
Kirby?
You can hear this animalistic roaring, and you see these billowing flames as somewhere in the distance, the Rake, shirtless with no clothing to protect him, is pretty currently on fire right now. And Mark, so a whole bunch of shit just happened. You heard the Lottie roar out. Give me a stamina roll, please. Difficulty 8.
Stamina?
Actually, no, never mind.
Fortitude?
Never mind. You're fine, because I forgot you auspexed your eyes. If you had auspexed your ears, I would have you roll to go deaf. But no, you're fine.
Okay, so basically I'm trying to read lips as I hear a Lottie go off.
So the Lottie, here's what... All hell just broke loose in the last 5 seconds. The Lottie went off, people explode. You saw Jabril dodge one way, the Rake dodge the other. Then the car exploded. The Rake is now on fire. Jabril is almost on fire, but able to pat himself out. And you can see the Rake, full fangs, muscles hulking, eyes wide, thoroughly in the depths of frenzy.
So still trying to hide, I'm going to try to shoot him and hope that my werewolf buddies are watching me and know that this is the guy they need to take out.
Give me the shot.
All right. Do I need to split my dice pool if I'm trying to remain hidden as I do this, or is
Nah,
it
you're
enough
fine.
absolute frenzy?
You're fine. The explosion is enough. It is enough to cover you.
Set it on my game, because since last time my escalation created 9s, I had to escalate from 9s.
Escalation. It's like, yeah, no, we just all stand by explosions.
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw another willpower at this one. in
Okay.
hopes that I'm gonna be able to successfully mark him for my werewolf buddies. And I get a total of 3 successes with the willpower.
Okay. Give me damage.
Ooh, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So having to 2.
Okay, and rolling to soak. As a city gangrel, our friend trades his fortitude for celerity, if memory serves.
Oh, sorry, gotta go to work, Vasil.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'll get this on YouTube as quick as I can. So he is able to soak 1. Your bullet tears straight through his shoulder. And still on fire, still burning, he turns to look in the direction of the... Vancouver by Night is now hosting. Thank you, Vancouver by Night. He turns to look in the direction that the bullet came. Eyes almost explode out of his skull as he snarls in your direction.
And it's time to start moving.
How do you tell us this?
From the perimeter, in the darkness, comes a chorus of... Again, over and over, exploding.
5-0.
The howling becomes snarls. The snarls become roars. The roars become these massive inhuman shapes, sweeping in from the sidelines and closing in on the flickering torchlight. Jabril, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna start shooting at the person closest to me.
Yourself.
He's not wrong.
Am I close to myself? Do I count myself as a person?
Closest to you would probably be the Rake, currently. As right now, as the werewolves start really rushing in, people are going to start running for the cars.
Well, I sure would have liked to see his character development, but
But hopefully Mark Zantz will kill him.
yeah. I need 2 wines.
Ironically,
Yeah, shoot's a kill.
considering your frenzy, the one person that we have in our coterie that could pull you out is Murphy Fiero, because he has animalism.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be a really funny moment for him to just come out and be like, "Shh, calm down."
He was actually another person in the crowd.
That's 6 to the head.
Alright, roll damage. Yeah, absolutely. I will accept your vote.
2, 3, 4,
Vasil
6.
Vasil enters a preemptive vote for Adam. Because if he is the person with the most XP, he may feel responsible and not fall asleep. That is a wonderfully optimistic view, Vasil, and I promise you it is completely false, but I will accept the vote nonetheless.
Man, if I knew all I had to do was get extra speeds just to fall asleep during these sessions, I would start nodding off all the time.
That's the secret, guys.
Like, doesn't anybody want to give Tom extra XP for occasionally getting drunk?
We do it all the time whenever he does.
What?
Well, usually when Tom's drinking, we're not playing a game.
Or are we? Tom could be drinking right now.
I'm not. I finished off my drinks a few nights ago.
You ran out of booze.
We love you, Vasil. Thank you.
Here's looking at you, Party Cup.
You're drinking butter now.
Okay, actually, I have spirits in the freezer, but I don't want to go get shots.
Alright. Well,
So how much damage was it?
6.
6 to the head. He is able to soak 3.
But at least now, hopefully, he's not looking at me.
He did do more damage. And this is lethal, I believe, since it's to the head, so...
Yep. I shoot to kill,
And Coke.
not to thrill.
Alright. And now... Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
Nope, now I gotta roll ag for the fire.
I was just about to say, Party Cup is sipping Captain and Coke. Apparently, some people call a Jack and Coke a Lemmy in honor of the dead Motorhead frontman, as that was his favorite drink.
Isn't Captain Rum, though?
Yeah, well, he was partial to Jack and Coke.
Alright. Rake's coming at you full bore. He's got claws popping out of his fingers, and he's leaping at you. And he's gonna spend some blood for celerity actions. He's also on fire.
He's
And has
also
a-
on fire.
And strangely has an erection.
Well, I mean, with our group, that's not strange at all. First
He's
claw
not our
attack at Jabril. Ooh, that is poopy. Go ahead and give me the dodge.
4.
Yeah, he misses you completely. Carlo, as you're running to go get your Tommy gun that you threw at the car that just exploded, do you think you did that? By the way,
I probably am.
He's like, yeah.
I knew the doctor of something.
I knew. I'm the
What?
bullet doctor.
That's alright. I'm used to other people taking my actions as their own accomplishments.
all right. There's like a panicked scattering as werewolves begin sweeping in from the sidelines. What do you want to do?
Run back to where I came from and start booking it out.
You're gonna ditch your gun?
It's exploded, Chaz. Nothing I can do about that.
Fair enough,
That'd
Adam.
be ridiculous.
You
Why
have,
don't you go get his exploded gun?
you know, in a weird way, even though you're in a same group with Byrick Ash, you've had the most diverse arsenal of everyone.
The pea
Running
shooter.
to the Tommy gun. Car explodes, werewolf start howling, starts running backwards back to where he came from.
Okay, you're running full bore to the car. Is that your whole turn?
Yes.
You got it, Byrick. What's up?
Well, I guess the fun's all over. I guess time's up. I'm gonna pick up my jacket and start walking back to the car.
Okay, Mark, what's going on?
As soon as I shoot him, see the Rake turn to me, turn to Jabril, hear werewolf howls. I'm gonna start running to the preordained exit.
Okay. In which case, so Carlo, Byrick, and Mark are booking. The Rake's got 3 celerity actions, and they're going at Jabril.
I'm walking. Thank you very much.
So give me the second dodge.
Oh, I can't be spending all this blood. Fine, that's exactly what it's there for.
Do what now?
Oh, sorry, I can't be spending all this blood like that. That's exactly what's there for. I should probably feed after tonight, though.
Why don't you have like?
Soon you'll have a homeless army to feed off of.
I mean, I technically have a herd.
Why don't you just have 20 points of blood?
Like Byrick Ash does.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I am Gen 9, Talquin.
As am I.
6 successes to dodge.
Yeah.
All right, you duck under the first celerity action. Second celerity action, roll again.
Talquin, I am 6th gen.
He's the elder of the group now. Purely through diablerie.
5.
Yeah.
5. This one's actually going to clip you. Because he got 7 successes on this roll.
God damn.
And then...
He diablerized a lot of people, Telquin.
And somebody else is about to be diablerized.
Brothers.
Coming at me with claws.
You have fort, right?
Yeah.
All right. Roll the fortitude.
Well, I've also got a shirt.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You have armor shirt.
Yeah. So, 5 successes.
5
I thought you
successes
did.
is going to eat the damage. Congratulations. And third celerity action. Oof.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right. This one, I got 7 successes on the third roll. So you were...
shit.
Yeah, you were able to get out of the way of that one. All right. Top of the next round, Jabril, this massive Krynos werewolf, comes bounding over a rock formation, landing in the middle of you and the Rake. I would like to point out that you are still frenzied.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? And for simplicity's sake, I'm going to use the stats for werewolves out of the V20 book.
Okay. Let's see. I can do some things.
Does your beast just kind of go, oh, that's a bigger beast?
Yeah. Oh. I don't know. What is my current objective?
Adam, you got to turn your camera back on or else we won't know if you fell back asleep.
I'm still waiting for my laptop to die there.
Oh.
Yeah, Yeah, sure. My laptop died.
I didn't have it charging.
Fucking
Probably unplugged it while you were sleeping.
Okay.
We're being hosted.
We are being hosted. Unfortunately. Thank you, Vancouver by night. Daisuke desu.
We're sorry.
In half an hour, you finished.
Find another fucking blood for celerity. Oh wait. I forgot I have that thing. This isn't so bad. Yee. And I am going to pocket sand everyone around me.
Okay. I'm going to ask for 2 actions for that.
Yeah, that's fine. What do you want?
We'll do it like throwing. So we'll call it strength athletics for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are you splitting dice pools? Or are you going to use celerity actions to do this?
I'm gonna use celerity actions to. Well, I'm gonna blind everybody first. Like, I want to make like a big old dust wave, dust cloud. No, unfortunately my celerity is not that high. I cannot make just a sand tornado.
Okay. Strength athletics difficulty 8.
Okay. Ah, 3.
All right, Xavier, I'm going to be nice and allow you to roll for the werewolf stat block that I use. So give me a D10, please.
Wait, what have I never felt? I wasn't paying attention.
How'd you do?
8.
8. Elder Shapeshifter it is. Okay.
Dear God.
It's actually the leader of the Cairn.
Oh, I'd feel really bad if he died.
Oh, you're fighting an elder?
This is what the dice have decided.
Nice.
10
How many-
dots of glory. 10 dots in honor.
It was 3 successes for that?
Yeah.
All right, the werewolf steps back. He is not, in fact, blinded. The rake... the rake takes it right in the face.
He's gonna die.
That was my plan.
All right. Evens, the elder shapeshifter werewolf, is going to go for Jabril. Odds, it goes for the rake. Ooh, it wanted that 8 real bad. It's going for Jabril.
Oh. Well, shit, fam.
There goes my burglar.
Fucking Adam. Well, now who's gonna break in for me?
Gee, thanks, Adam. Okay.
Perspective.
Now, I just have to remember, what's the bump that they get? Because I'm not using actual Werewolf 20 stats.
For Krinos?
Yeah.
It's +3 strength, +1 dex, +2 stamina.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go with that.
Or it might actually be +4 stamina. Stamina's kind of thick.
I can pull up a character sheet real quick. I have my vampire and werewolf characters.
Well, again, I'm running them out of the book.
Yeah, but you just wanted a sheet to see the...
In this form, all their physical attributes are doubled.
What?
Okay.
No,
Okay.
that's a horse shit.
So,
I mean, if you want, I got it right here.
Dexterity 8, Brawl 10.
What? Well, I think their attributes are, right? Not their abilities.
That's probably true.
Yeah, and the actual Werewolf the Apocalypse sheet, Krinos grants +4 strength, +1 dex,
+4.
+3 stamina, and -3 manipulation, if that's relevant.
Like I said, I'm just running them out of the book for simplicity. So, in this form, all their physical attributes are doubled, but they cannot use social attributes in connection with creatures other than werewolves and wild beasts. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, use that to your advantage, Xavier.
I literally could not have rolled better. I mean, I guess technically if I got all 10s, I could have rolled better, but...
Alright, Xavier. Roll the dodge.
7.
7.
F's in chat for Jabril.
4 successes. And he is also going to activate his celerity, again reminding you that I'm using his stats out of the V20 book.
Yeah.
Alright, the Rake.
He's blinded.
He is blinded, so he's going to take a penalty to this. Odds is the werewolf, evens is Jabril. He's going for the elder shapeshifter. And he's going to
What
be...
is this weird paper, scissors, rock we got going?
I wouldn't say it's a paper, scissors, rock. It's definitely a greater than sign.
As just a coffin dance meme from Party Cup just slowly starts to come into view over Xavier.
Now, on the other hand, if I win, I get both mad respect and hatred.
Ooh, you would make me look very bad if you killed an elder vampire, an elder werewolf.
Well, see, the thing about that is the beast doesn't care.
Okay, unfortunately, the elder shapeshifter is able to soak just about everything thrown at him. Carlo. I'm willing to accept that you are far enough on the edges to make it back to your car. What do you want to do? Bastard's asleep again, isn't he? Okay.
Like, find out where it gotta go. Like, I didn't plan this far. I didn't plan on making it this far.
Oof, let's see.
So you're in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, you're in the car. You can start the car. What do you want to do?
Gonna try to pick up Jabril, I guess.
Vasil.
Ooh, okay, man, okay. You realize you're gonna be driving, like, straight into the center of that fucking melee, right? Like, you're actually gonna be driving towards the werewolves. But if you're willing to do that, like, that's super heroic for Carlo. Like,
He wants to do it.
that's like turning point heroism for Carlo's story arc.
And no one will blame you if you die.
Is he currently on the highway?
Well,
I just blew up a car with a broken Tommy gun. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but it's that adrenaline of everything. Yeah.
You're gonna drive towards Jabril?
Yes.
Adam, you're a vampire. You don't have adrenaline anymore.
So he can spend a blood point to activate it.
Adrenaline travels through your bloodstream.
Carlo doesn't know that.
I'm sorry, is Carlo a blood doctor? I think not.
Alright, Byrick, you were calmly walking back to Mark's car.
Yep.
We'll say you and Mark are roughly keeping in step with one another.
You know, if you want to take just a pot shot at the 10-foot creature that's looming over me,
But come
that would
over
be
here.
appreciated.
I will look back and be like, what the hell is Jabril doing?
Hmm.
I think you guys should know me by now that I don't, stray from the plan. So, the logical option is
Save.
frenzy.
The logical option is that you're lost and beyond help.
We can't help you.
And as you're wondering what Jabril is doing, you see Carlo Martino in his brand new car tear off from the parking lot and drive in that direction.
Corvette and Paula outdrive Krenos werewolves. We're about to find out. Adam, I hope you have more than one dot and drive.
Adam, do you have dots and drive?
I don't remember.
Adam,
Let's see. One dot.
Adam, you realize we're very close to death.
We're?
Okay, as in Adam and I. I mean,
Oh.
Adam's always close to death. I'm just a little bit closer to him now, and that makes me uncomfortable.
Charles II of Spain?
I wish I had a chin that strong.
Alright, so Mark and Byrick, you're able to make it to the car.
I'm unaware of what Mr. Jones is up to. I don't recall this being part of the plan.
No, it wasn't. Could I tell he was frenzied? Like, is that like he had to have been frenzied if he's gonna?
I mean, you could sense when my beast gets thicker.
when it engorges.
Let's go perception, empathy.
My hot throbbing beast.
His beast was engorged. 3 successes.
Yeah, he's off the rails.
He was in the middle of a frenzy. He might actually try to take that thing on.
The mad lad.
However, I think Carlo Martino was about to save him.
Never fear,
Not
guys.
too
Carlo is on the way.
I suppose Carlo is in a constant state of frenzy then. I can only assume his natural state of being is frenzy at this point.
I think I can try something to help my buddy. Without me actually having to run over there.
Would you like to borrow the Lottie?
It's like, no, I'm gonna try contacting the dead.
Well, there should be plenty dead out here.
Well, Xavier can't frenzy if Xavier is not in control of his body.
This is true.
So my plan right now is sitting in my car. I'm gonna pull out my the finger of Jack Parsons, with his wedding ring still attached to it, and I'm gonna try to summon my amigo.
Okay. What was it? Intelligence occult?
I believe so.
All right, give me the roll.
Thankfully, I'm good at that. 5 successes.
5 successes. Okay, so what is the ritual that you intone to call forth Jack Parsons?
Probably something very Crowley-esque and probably standard ritual magic kind of thing. The whole, I call forth from the other side in the name of Bartzabel, blah, 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 blah. The spirit of Jack Parsons to come before me.
Gotcha. Byrick, any action?
I guess I'll rest a lottie on top of the roof of the Mark's car and get ready just in case. And, you know, aim down sights.
Okay.
Extra brill.
Whoa, hold on.
I'm joking.
I believe if you actually spend a turn aiming, you get an extra die to the roll.
Yes.
Okay, the Rake's first celerity action. Even is Jabril. He's going for the werewolf again. And he botches. Just tremendously. He's gonna fucking charge him and trip and eat shit.
Does that make him an easy target now?
Elder Shapeshifter is going for Jabril. Give me the dodge roll, my guy.
Yep. Five.
5. Alright, you duck the first claw.
Ugh.
Rake's second celerity action.
Wait, where am I celerity action?
Oh, did you spend celerity?
Yeah.
Okay, I was unaware. In that case, go ahead. How many actions do you have?
I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 left.
You have 1 left?
No, wait. No, I got 2.
2? Okay.
I like Tauquin's suggestion about what happens when he trips.
So, here's what I'm going to do.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and take them both right now, since you would come in first in initiative before both of them.
Okay, cool. Okay, bye. Oh. It's like, do I want to use these cool powers? They cost blood, and I'm getting real close to getting real hungry.
You're already frenzied.
That's true.
What are you gonna do? Double fucking frenzy?
Double reverse prone, as Adam would say.
A level beyond. Super.
Quality.
Okay. Okay. Whew, okay. I'm gonna do the thing. Can I get? Well, no. I guess it wouldn't fucking matter now, would it? I gotta fight this thing.
Go fight them all.
Just kick the Rake while he's down.
You don't
So
have to be the
attacks.
fastest person here. You just have to be faster than the slowest person.
Zombie rules.
Okay. I get out my blade.
The kukri?
Yes.
Okay.
The vampire killer.
Doo-doo-doo.
1 attack. Nine successes.
Roll damage.
I'll just reroll some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aggravated.
10 ag.
From Ball's Caress. That's another fucking blood point.
All right, you slash deep into this thing. It is still standing.
Balls caress.
And werewolves get health back every round.
Yeah, I don't even think I have to roll for it with this version. It's pretty stupid.
Yeah, but you do have to roll to heal aggravated.
Lupines heal incredibly rapidly, regenerating a health level each turn. Only fire, silver, or the teeth and claws of other supernatural creatures, such as a vampire's fangs, can cause lasting injury to a werewolf, and a werewolf can even heal these wounds as a normal human can. Worse, werewolves can soak such damage with ease. Consider all damage, bashing, lethal, and aggravated, to be soakable with the werewolf's normal stamina. However, because they are living beings, werewolves do not have bashing damage applied to them as the undead do. Okay.
So they can still have to, heal ag normally?
He just gets a health level back every turn.
Okay. Alright. Second hit. Oh, yes. That's, 14.
Roll damage.
Okay.
If only we could be rolling this well during our Sunday home games recently.
Yeah. So I got, just roll these 8 twice.
No, it's off topic, but in our home games recently, we just cannot roll well to save our lives.
We don't.
We have gotten our shit pushed in by minions in D&D 4E just because our dice refuse to cooperate.
That is 12 aggravated damage.
12.
Another blood point down.
All right, 2 swings, and you have vivisected this elder werewolf. It drops to the ground, bleeding and pouring blood in the black bile of Ball's Caress.
And
Getting kind of hungry, boys.
And now he spends a rage point to come back. Werewolves.
Aha! They don't have rage.
Yeah. All right, which means you are the sole target of the Rake's new ferocity.
Fucking do it.
Do you have?
Oh man, that'd be funny if you went down.
Do you have anything left to dodge?
No.
Okay. So that's 1 success.
And that's when the card comes and hits him.
Yeah, I'm just taking this hit.
Plus 2 for the claws, plus 5 for strength. That is going to be 3 aggravated damage.
Soak 4.
Okay. Second attack.
Ugh. Soak more.
So that's 3 and 5 and 2. Oof. If nothing. He tears into you and absolutely nothing happens.
Ah.
Okay. Give me that self-control roll again. Difficulty 8.
3 successes.
Okay. You can control yourself for the remainder of your frenzy. The Rake is still here. He's fully batshit. He's not in control of himself. You see Carlo's car heading towards you. The elder werewolf is dead in the ground.
I'm a stab and drain this fool.
Go for it.
How do you want me to do that?
You're trying to stake him?
Yes.
Okay. So then you need to cause at least 3 health levels of damage. The Rake is still on fire, yes.
The Rake is still on fire.
And on his turn, he's going to have to, well, hopefully not immediately eat shit.
Row, fight the power from Gudenlagen starts playing for Jabril Jones.
Okay. Okay. I'm really putting it all on this one. Yeah. Okay. I'll spend another point of blood on celerity. That is my penultimate point of blood.
Okay.
Now, given I'm gonna get a huge chunk of these back in a few hours, but right now I need them to. I need to get the stuff from them. So should I? What's staking?
You just make a regular melee attack with a weapon that can do it, and if you cause at least 3 health levels of damage, he's staked.
Okay. Awesome. Then that's what I'm gonna do.
Do it.
3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to hit.
You hit, roll damage. Yusuf is right. I totally owed you a beautiful description of slicing down an Elder Garu. And technically, I think he did closer to 24 with both his celerity actions.
Yeah. That is going to be 8 health damage.
Okay. And it is lethal, right?
Yeah. Well, whatever staking is.
So he soaks 4. So that's
That's 4.
2, 3, and then it moves down 4. All right, you have staked him. He is unconscious, torpid, and burning.
It's gonna be a little charred, but I gotta suck him off.
Okay, what
Preferably in
about
a
blood
not
now?
on fireplace.
In a
Wait.
knot.
I can do this. Okay. I'm gonna suck him while I do the stop, drop, and roll.
Fuck it, do it at this point.
This is a desert area, right?
Yeah.
Pretty easy to put out fire on sand.
He's got about 4 blood points left, so you can just take those.
Ah!
Well, he now has... Xavier now has 4 blood points.
And now you have the option of taking Animalism, Protean, or Celerity, which you already have.
Take celerity.
I think I have access to all those already. Animalism, Protean, celerity. Yeah.
Alright, Rake is dead and diablerized. Carlo, you pull up next to Jabril as he takes this guy down and finishes drinking him.
Turning him
Am I
into
still
a
frenzied?
Yes.
son.
Okay.
You have 2 more turns of frenzy.
I got 2 more turns of frenzy. Sorry, Adam. I gotta kill people.
Didn't he say like he was in control of his frenzy though?
He's in control of it. He's still frenzied. So he gets to pick his target.
Okay.
Adam.
Oh no.
Jump in that car and just latch
Carlo, why'd you come back?
Xavier, if you kill a 3rd fan favorite character...
Do it!
You can't blame me.
Do it, X!
Who's my... Is there anyone besides Carlo that I can kill?
If you want to find another werewolf, everyone else is running. Carlo's the closest target. Unless you want to...
Do it, Xavier! Kill
Oh no. I have control, but how much control do I have?
How many more celerity actions do you have?
I mean, I still got... I spent blood to So steak, suck. So I still got 2 more.
Because I'm trying to pull you out of that frenzy, but I need a chance to get that necromancy to you.
Do it, X.
Ugh. Okay. No, No.
Come on,
Wait,
X. Give
Can I
in to
spend
your
willpower to
hatred.
put it off?
Dominate.
Not not with the rules of your path. With the rules of your path is you instantly
write it.
automatically frenzy. Yeah, you have to write it out. Now, if you were to fail the roll, you could spend willpower to control it, but which would put you in the exact spot you're in now.
Yeah.
Yusuf, he kind of did come in here.
Like, this can't be Mark's fault.
Never should have come here.
All right, I will try to. I've got 10 willpower and a pretty high path rating. I will divert my attention to, I don't know, what's the next toughest werewolf?
Do it.
Fucking just cut down all their fucking hierarchs, because like really, it's the old people that are the problem, right? You kill them off, all the young ones just want to chill.
X, you're gonna start a war.
I never asked for this.
You are. You have an out right next to you.
I actually don't want Carlo to die. That would fuck up so much of the story that I've been constructing for this. But I can't stop it.
Throw more of Charlie's story out the window.
X, do it.
You're gonna go for another werewolf?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
I have to.
What I would like you to do is just give me your maximum dex melee full celerity. Roll it as 1.
And I'm gonna use the darkness and everything as I'm really trying not to kill Carlo. So basically, I'm gonna go on a killing spree everywhere else. By using my
now
full
werewolves
assassin
have to
skills.
attack Carlo, right?
The what?
Now werewolves are gonna have to attack Carlo, right?
I really
I
want
think
to do the bully thing and just shake his car back and forth.
3, 2. Where the fuck do those other dice go? 3.
See, party knows what it's about. X, you gotta do it for the meme. Kill Adam.
10, 11, 12 total.
Okay.
Dex melee.
Okay.
X, and here I thought you understood the meme.
So essentially what happened is you see Jabril charge off into the distance and disappear into a throng of werewolves. Carlo, what are you going to do at this point?
He's become one of them now.
Stay back, Carlo. Really trying not to kill you.
Did I tell he's frenzied from like the look in his eye or anything? Yeah.
Probably.
Is there any
It wasn't
logical way I
anger.
can-
It was just cold focus.
Oh, well, I assume that's what you are all the time.
Well,
So you didn't look any
cold.
different.
I mean, I try to be slightly more jovial with my coterie. I don't
He's-
want to seem off-putting.
He's like, yes, I make the jokes.
Ah, ah,
Yeah.
ah.
Do you have like one of those like 1950s prank books in your jacket pocket?
Yeah.
Book. Let me pull one of the jokes out for my friends. My wife.
What are you doing, Carlo?
Is there any way you can dominate Xavier's character?
I
Yes.
believe you can try. Sure, if he.
You can dominate. You're at +2 because I'm frenzy, and an additional +3 because of Iron Will. That brings your difficulty up to 15.
Then I can't do that. I'll probably just head back and wait for him to
Okay.
blow his load.
Okay. Weird way to word that.
Carlo turns back, rushing back towards Mark and Byrick as Jabril blows his load into a bunch of werewolves.
And vampires. Just
Byrick,
killing whatever's in front of me.
Mark, you see Jabril disappear into this throng of werewolves. What do you do?
I'm trying to summon my ghost friend so I can I spent the last turn summoning him, so I'm hoping he's here now.
Yeah, so he'll just sort of like materialize in one of the seats of the car holding a ghostly cigar. Well, hey there, Mark.
Hey, Jack, I need a huge favor out of you. I need you to go possess my friend over there. He's being attacked by werewolves. I swear, if you do this favor for me, I will financially ruin your biggest enemy, L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh.
Sort of looks into the distance. That's a lot of werewolves, Mark.
Thankfully, you're dead.
That's true. And when am I ever going to have another chance to do this for the science?
I swear to God, wherever he is, I will make sure the IRS chases him down. He will never be able to step foot back on the Americas.
The Americas just like, nope.
Well, I'm kind of throwing myself into the whole, what happened to L. Ron Hubbard with the whole, he could never land port in America or else he'd get arrested by the IRS for tax evasion.
Yep.
I'm about to be that reason.
And the world is a better place for it.
I
Okay.
already crossed the Great Depression. What's one more horrible thing on this world I've caused?
It's the world of darkness, Josh.
Xavier, give me a willpower roll. Unless, since you are still in control of your frenzy, I will allow you to willingly fail this roll if you desire.
As Jack Parsons flies away, I'm going to tell him to tell my friend that Xant said that I'm sending him.
I don't know. Like, can I tell that this is a benevolent thing?
So you basically land on top of this werewolf, slicing its neck with your kukri, and it splatters all over you in the current vicinity. And you hear a voice in the back of your head. Hey there, friend. Xant says hi. And there's this overwhelming cold that just seems to be pressing into your back, and you can feel it almost wrapping around your brain as it attempts to take control.
Oh, okay. Well, I will let this happen.
Okay. In which case, we are officially out of initiative as Jabril comes running back towards the car, probably tapping into full celerity that Jack doesn't quite understand, but he's pushing the body to its limits, looking panicked in a way that you've never seen before in your life, as he is chased by this wave of claws and fur.
I'm gonna kind of have the door open, and as soon as he gets in, I'm gonna close it and have my manservant drive us the hell out of here.
All right, give me Dex drive for the manservant and for Carlo.
Oh boy. Oh, what happened to Xavier?
He got by the werewolves.
He's taken over by the ghost.
That is 3 successes for the driver.
Whatever, you guys know who we are. 3 successes for the driver. Carlo, give me your Dex drive.
And doing so. You got 1 success, or 3 successes actually, yes.
3 successes. All right, you guys punch the fucking gas, and tear ass through the California desert back to the 110 as the storm of rage, claws, furs, and blood recedes into the distance.
I get the feeling the werewolves really didn't fight anyone besides Jabril.
Oh no, they were handling things. His was the salient issue. Do you want me to roll dice for every single werewolf in every single pack? Do you know how long that would take?
Yes.
Yeah, they have double physical stats.
Anyway, 3 XP for everybody. You guys know how this goes. Vote for the bonus. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, if you're new and have just joined us, we like to award bonus XP because I totally stole that idea from my fellow storyteller friend Ted. Thought it was a good idea. So you can vote to award XP to anybody for any reason. Just tell us what it is while I wait for the chat votes to come in. Social media, follow us please so you know what we're doing and when. Our schedule is totally fucked up this month, so I'm terribly sorry about that. It's entirely on me.
Well, we all know Xavier's getting the extra XP.
We don't know that. Some people might Okay, well, Yusuf gave it to me, but that's because our characters have similar backgrounds.
I mean, I'm not even looking at chat right now, and I know that you're getting the extra XP. I'm just being real here.
Voting
Why
for
are you
Josh
voting
for
for
doing his
Josh?
history homework.
My knowledge of obscure science fiction writers and cults comes in handy.
I take an XP away from the ST. In my defense, I'm a little bit of a time crunch here, so I apologize for disappointing you. But you're absolutely right.
I will vote for Tom for talking to the Rake before he got raked, as well as just his general conversation with him about the politics of power.
How it never works.
I also have to give my vote to Tom for doing that dope ass shot that killed 8 people.
Tom, who would you like to vote for?
Well, god damn it, now I need to fucking prove myself right. I vote for Xavier.
You could have voted for me. Just kidding. I'll vote for Xavier as well.
A little bit, unfortunately, Yusuf. Adam,
You killed me.
where's your vote going?
Xavier. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, I'll give it another minute or so. Anything you wish to say to our lovely people?
We love you.
I legitimately thought Jabril might die there. I'm not
So
gonna
did
lie.
I was just like, I'm out of actions. I'm just soaking. Oh, okay.
I was swinging 13 dice to hit you. And then if I had landed the hit, it would have been strength 10.
Fucking hell.
Okay,
Very sweaty, yeah.
you can thank Jack Parsons for helping to save your life. The father, one of the mad fathers of rocket science.
We appreciate it, Party Cup. Thanks a lot. A lot of people like it. I'm not entirely certain why, per se. I mean, I think it's awesome too, but I don't know what that magic secret sauce is that keeps bringing everybody back. But I guess I'm just not going to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Starting next session, Mark Zantz has to start toppling L. Ron Hubbard's finances, and he's going to accidentally force him to help create Scientology.
And I have to apologize to the Lupines. I will prepare a gift basket.
Okay. As I am limited and I don't see any other votes coming in, I'm going to call it. Plot twist. Tom, you have won the vote tonight.
Gotcha.
That's a lie. We tied.
I have you at 4 votes.
I got one from Tauquin, Josh, and Xavier.
And Party Cup.
Party Cup?
I believe...
I thought Party Cup gave
No,
it to
Party
me.
Cup voted for Josh.
Did he?
Yeah.
Huh. I could be wrong. I thought somebody voted for you earlier in the session, and I counted it, but...
Vasil voted for Adam earlier.
Vasil voted for Adam, and there was one. Okay, Party Cup changed to Josh. Got it. Okay, so Tom and Jabril tie, which means neither one of them gets it, and Josh gets the point.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not
mean-
part of the deal.
What now?
That's not part of the deal.
What is it?
If it's a tie, nobody gets it.
I have given it to the second place previously, because I don't want to just say nobody gets XP, because then that shits all over the interaction.
So now we have to get everybody that's to be equal XD, guys.
Actually, you know what? Because usually when it ties, there's nobody else that gets a vote. Do you want to play it like that? Do you want to say if there's a tie, then there's no win?
That's fine.
All right, Josh, you get the vote.
I will get Dominate 3 next time. It is time to come into my full Ventru Fledge power.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm running a bit tight tonight. I apologize for the abruptness, but I do hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thank you very much for being here. We love you. Thank you very much to Vancouver by Night for hosting us. We hope we didn't disappoint and or get you banned from Twitch.
Oh, we always disappoint, don't worry. That's what we're best at.
All right, anything you want to say to the good people?
Good night.
Stay caffeinated so you don't fall asleep like me.
Auf Wiedersehen, farewell.
Bye-bye.